One with Delaware, another here with Sam Houston, and making the jump up with them to the FBS level, doing a nice job in his second season at the FBS level. Sam Houston will receive the opening kickoff here. Meaningful football in November, that's what this is all about, and that kick going to sail into the back of the end zone. First opportunity to see this Sam Houston offense and Hunter Watson. Watson, a community college quarterback that made his way to Sam Houston and doing some nice things all year, but we talked about banged up Salter is. Watson's been dealing with some injuries as well.
And he's missed a couple games in the middle part of the season, and since he's come back, even though he's been back on the field, I don't think he's been completely healthy. They've had to really lean on run game with Hunter Watson, not throwing the ball nearly as much in the back half of the schedule.
We got Jay Ducker in the backfield here as they put a man in motion here on first down. We'll go with a jet sweep on first down to Simeon Evans, and he's going to be brought down just crossing the 30-yard line. Let's take a look at the Sam Houston offense. You saw the running there of Evans at the wide receiver spot. They like to run the football from everywhere.
Well, they try to manufacture touches to their receivers if they can't get it in the passing game, and that's a great example of it on first down to Simeon Evans. They'll do that with Ife Adeyi and Noah Smith as well.
So here on second down and 4 after the gain of 6 on first down. And it's amazing to see how this Sam Houston offense has evolved to what we used to see from Casey Keeler's teams back at the FCS level. There's a run. They're on second down. Ducker gets free, bounces off one defender, gets close to midfield as he crosses the 45.
Big physical back, Jay Ducker. Loves to run downhill. This is a great example of it. Able to split those defenders and get a little tempo here from the Bearcats.
15-yard pickup there on second down. Watson rolls, fires, and the pass complete to Adeyi. We just talked about him a moment ago, a super senior on this team. Won 5 state titles in the 4x100 in high school.
And I think this is where Hunter Watson is most comfortable, throwing on the run to his right side. Good, accurate throw on the sideline as the Bearcats move on the other side of the 50.
Adeyi, one of these Sam Houston players that was on that national title team back in 21, as Watson gets swallowed up. Joseph Carter comes right through the middle and has him brought down. A loss of 8.
The leading tackler for the Flames unblocked. This is quick game, and Hunter Watson holding on to the ball way too long. By the time you go left all the way back to the right side, that ball's going to come out right now. Joseph Carter takes advantage for the sack.
It's now 2nd and 16 here. Handoff. Ducker gets outside, takes a hit, and leans forward as he's brought down. Jerome Jolly there to make the stop at the end.
And a good job on the perimeter by Noah Smith, washing down that defender. That allowed Jay Ducker to bounce that now to a 3rd and manageable.
Picks up 11. The 3rd down and 5.
With a man matchup at the bottom of the screen. Marion Williams on Simeon Evans.
Watson to throw it, fires, pass complete, and that's going to be good enough for a first down. That is Evans, the transfer from Army, brought down by Amarian Williams.
And that's exactly where Hunter Watson went with the ball. Quick slant, likes that matchup. Simeon Evans on Amarian Williams.
And this Bearcat team electing to throw the football early, and this is the quarterback run game from Watson. We talked about how banged up he is, and what a game he had against Texas State several weeks ago. That comeback in NRG Stadium really started to make an impact as we look at this Liberty defense.
Well, TJ Bush, just a sophomore, but he started every game a year ago as a true freshman. Leads Conference USA in sacks. And I think from an energy standpoint, he is a tempo setter, even for a young guy.
Watson picked up 4 on first down. And this time the handoff to Ducker, and not a lot of room. As Chris Bodie there for the stop.
And Bodie was all over the tape a week ago. Extremely disruptive player. 6'1", 270 pounds, a little undersized for an interior defensive lineman, but he is so disruptive and very quick from that 3 technique spot.
You know, this Liberty defense bending quite a bit for a team that's been struggling offensively. How big is this for Sam Houston?
That's a great drive right out of the gate. Huge spot here if they could pick this up.
Watson rolls. He's going to tuck it himself. He's going to run, try to pick it up. He's going to be short. He needed to get to the 18-yard line. He's well short of it as Eldrick Griffin cut off the edge for him. and that's going to bring up 4th down.
And it is a decision here because Christian Pavon, as you see, the kicking team ran out on the field, now coming back off. Pavon, 11 of 20 on the year. They are going to trot him out. Play clock getting close to 20 seconds. To me, that 3rd down call, Alex, that said, if we get this to 4th and 1 or 2, we're going to go for it. Not enough there on 3rd down. We're going to have to settle for the field goal attempt.
And we talked about the struggles of Pavon last week, just 1 of 3, 11 of 20 for the year. A 39-yard attempt from the left hash. Pavon out of Willis, Texas, lets it fly, lets it go, and it's through the uprights and off to a nice start for Christian Pavon. He can bet, just like a free throw shooter struggling, he loves to see it there, get it through.
Great opening drive from the Bearcats, able to come away with points here in Huntsville.
Your pride and joy is measured in acres. Keep them looking their best with the Kubota lineup. Versatile Sidekick utility vehicles. The #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional grade mowers for a professional cut. It's equipment built with one purpose, to get the job done right.
It takes about 200 steps to make a pair of Tecovas boots. But the steps that matter most are the ones you'll take in yours. With comfort for long days and style for big nights. Any place worth going to is worth going in good boots.
To us in the call as the kickoff is going to bounce right around the 6-yard line and go out of bounds. So a penalty marker coming out. And then for Sam Houston, senior day, a lot of the guys that were on that 21 national championship team playing in their last game here at Bauer Stadium. So emotions all the way around.
Call here from Rodney Burnett on this kick out of bounds, but you're exactly right, Alex. A ton of emotion in the building, especially for this Sam Houston team. And Casey Keeler, head coach of the Bearcats, talked to us about these 6 guys that were here since that 2021 national championship team. It's going to be hard to see them be let go, but we do see Caden Salter come out of the gate. We thought he would start, but again, expected at some point to see backup Ryan Berger in as well. Salter
had such a phenomenal season last year, went into the transfer portal, only was there for 3 days and said, you know what, I'm coming back here to Liberty. Salter's had another great season as Cooley runs it here on 1st down. Cooley was on the preseason watch list. He's just been tremendous all season long, over 1,100 yards rushing.
He is the bell cow for this offense. One of the best backs in Conference USA. Also, keep an eye on Treyon Sibley on the outside. He's the leading target. They try to scheme him open on shot plays specifically. A lot of play action that goes to Sibley.
The pickup of 4 on 1st down, so 2nd and 6 as Cooley gets the handoff again. And just a strong runner. You talk about how much of a bell cow he is. He's just a physical player. As we look at this Bearcat defense, has been among the best in all of college football.
And we talked about him at the open. Kavion Gaither is going to be extremely important, but also on the back end. Caleb Weaver leads Conference USA with 4 interceptions. He's a ball hawk in the back end. If Caden Salter not accurate, don't be shocked if you see a play made by Caleb Weaver.
Liberty has the best 3rd down conversion rate in all of Conference USA at nearly 50%. They've got a 3rd down and 3 to work with here. Salter looking. Here comes the pressure. Fires over the middle, in and out of the hands, and incomplete. That was intended for Reese Smith. The junior from Danville, Kentucky, couldn't haul it in.
They're trying to run a shallow cross concept, but they run it into zone coverage. And that's why you see receiver Reese Smith have to set down his route. See, last second, he moves to his left. Salter's throwing it to a spot. Little miscommunication between quarterback and receiver. That's not the play design you want, though, to run into zone coverage. A good opening series from the Bearcats defense.
They don't have Simeon Evans listed as a return man, but he's back there deep to receive this one. As he's dancing over near the 13-yard line, hauls it in and slips and goes down there on the turf here at Bauer Stadium. So a 3-0 lead. Sam Houston with the stop. Looking for some more offense here with 9:17 to go in the first.
Big.
Small. Essential.
Big. Small. Essential.
Big. Small.
Essential.
Grande, pequeño, esencial.
No matter what business you're in, Verizon Business has the network and solutions you need to power it.
What would you pay for an iPad Pro? I only paid $42 on Deal Dash.
DealDash.com. Online auction since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. And this smart charcoal grill sold for $16. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20. Deals like these and many more happen in the thousands of daily auctions on DealDash.com. All auctions start at $0. And remember, everything must go.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
I got this barbecue smoker for $26.
And you get a 90-day money-back guarantee with your first purchase.
This brand new iPhone sold for less than $42. And this DJI drone sold for less than $21.
And I got it for $16 on Deal Dash.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
There are auctions going on right now. So what are you waiting for?
This is the story of the one who doesn't just see a broken dock. He sees lost revenue, a late night, and work stalled to a halt. Thankfully, he has the experience to handle whatever comes his way and has Grainger on his side, offering access to technical product specialists and the scale to deliver fast, so he can keep his business in gear and always moving forward. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by The Home Depot. How doers get more done. By Ram Trucks, built to serve. And by Geico. Whatever you need, get more with Geico.
It's a good venue as any venue, I guess, for a Thanksgiving meal in the weight room here at Sam Houston State. And that was the meal yesterday. And just look at the head coach's favorite sides when it comes to Thanksgiving dinner. Sweet potato casserole for Jamie Chadwell. That's going to make my sister Annette very happy because she makes a mean sweet potato casserole. Casey Keeler likes it. The chunks of yams, candied yams there. What do you like? What do you like on the Thanksgiving spread there?
A big sides guy. I'm not as big into the turkey.
You're one of those guys. As Jay Ducker runs it out of bounds. So much hate for the turkey you're starting to see these days. I feel like you're joining this social media trend.
You know, it's just, I never have it. It's not really for me. A lot of mac and cheese. It was not a well-balanced plate for me. But a well-balanced opening drive for Sam Houston.
Absolutely. As Hunter Watson brings him out for the second time. 5-yard pickup there on first down from Ducker. And this Sam Houston offense, again, has struggled mightily putting points up on the board. Only 11 points last week in their loss to Jacksonville State. They did score 23 in their win against Kennesaw, but a 9-3 game against that Louisiana Tech team that we've seen as we get a run here on second down. And they just keep churning the yards here. And this team is getting some really physical play up front. And this is the type of play that Casey Keeler's been looking for all season. He wants to be physical and wants them to be mean up front.
Well, they've got to get to third and short. It's not an offense that's designed to play behind the sticks, and really not an offense that you want to have to throw the ball on obvious passing downs, but a good job staying ahead, getting to second and short.
Again, Sam Houston playing for a spot in the CUSA title game if they can get a win. Oh, that one nearly intercepted. Adeyi was the intended target here, went off of his fingertips and kind of stayed up in the air. Corey Jones was in the vicinity, nearly was able to get the pick.
It's a switch screen, and the ball is just a little bit away from Ife Adeyi. That needs to be right on his numbers. You do not want in a screenplay have to have your receiver extend away from his body. You know, Adeyi will tell you he needs to make that catch, but needs to also be a better throw from Hunter Watson.
And to follow up on what Sam Houston's playing for, they need a win and they need some help tomorrow. Western Kentucky needs to go down to Jacksonville State for them to get to that Conference USA title game. Liberty in the Conference USA title game for the second straight year as a member of CUSA if they get a win here today in Huntsville. And on second down, we get Ducker running here, gets close to the 30. Maybe just shy at about the 29.
And this offensive line doing a really nice job against this Liberty front. Right now, you're not seeing any blue jerseys getting penetration, moving backwards, able to run the ball on 2nd and 10, get this to a 3rd and short. This is, over the last 7 weeks, worst in the FBS. as an offense, but so far today, really good effort at the point of attack from the offensive line.
How about Jay Ducker already with 41 yards? He had 43 in the entire game last week on 11 carries. He's got 41 with 6 carries. That one diving and nearly intercepted. What a play there. That was Jaden Sweeney, got his hands on it, the sophomore from Birmingham.
And I'm not sure why Hunter Watson's going through a full drop and a hitch. That corner is squatted down. It's man coverage. Second time we've seen. Ball needs to come out a little faster from Hunter Watson. Recognizes that's the correct read. Just late a little bit. Unfortunate that Jaden Sweeney didn't come away with the interception.
It'll be Reese Smith back deep to receive the punt, standing in his own 31-yard line as Jaden Cardell will punt the football away here. That one up in the air is going to be a line drive punt right to him. And here's the return as Smith, breaks free, gets across the 45, gets near midfield. Got a nice little burst right through that special teams unit. So good field position for Liberty when we return.
On a Longing, Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Ramon, what are you doing here? Texting another conference now.
Yeah, but it's like on the other side of the country. It's really, really far.
But you're not even on our schedule this season.
Maybe we can meet you in the playoffs.
That's crazy talk.
You know what else is crazy? Getting all that Dr. Pepper flavor with 0 sugar.
But Dr. Pepper doesn't have a questionable secondary like Tech does.
Here, catch!
And that's why you're a mascot.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
Why do 80% of NFL players choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Because the higher my sleep IQ score, the better I play. But that's not the only reason.
He likes his side firm. I like my side soft.
Sleep Number does that. Effortless comfort all night. So sleeping on a smart bed is why you can play like this?
Yeah, because I also like to sleep cool.
And I like to sleep even cooler.
And I really like it when we both get what we want.
Sleep Number does that. Introducing the new Sleep Number Climate Cool smart bed. Sleep up to 15 degrees cooler on each side. Visit a Sleep Number store near you.
Season, and Caden Salter, the quarterback of Liberty, a little bit banged up, but what a last 2 seasons he's had as a starter here for Liberty.
You know, you're in good company when you're on the same list with Jalen Milroe and Carson Beck, but Owen Beck, I had his opener a year ago against Bowling Green and was still coming through a quarterback competition, and from then until now, he's done such an amazing job. He had to fight through some adversity this year. I think in some ways defenses have figured him out a little bit, especially in key spots this season, but opportunity again today with a win to get his team back to the championship.
And his team likes to run the football. That one's pulled back on a play action, and they fired a Reese Smith on that right side, pass complete, and they get inside Sam Houston territory. And this Liberty offense loves to run the football, and they use Caden Salter in that. But again, banged up. They told us before the game that Ryan Berger likely could see some playing time in this one.
Well, and Xavier Gray, their right tackle, is out. They're banged up at the tight end spot. So talked about the injuries already. It's more than just at the quarterback spot.
We put in Jenkins in motion and some physicality up front as Cooley met there at the line. And it's going to be close, but it's going to be good enough for a first down. Something's got to give. We got the irresistible force meeting the immovable object in this one. Is you got the great rushing attack, but the great rush defense on the other side.
Yeah, this is the matchup between these 2 units on the field right now. It's a top 2 rushing offense in college football. And on the other side, this is a top 20 overall defense in Sam Houston. And I think they've been playing their best football coming down the stretch.
And only 12 points allowed on average over the last 4 matchups for Sam Houston's D. And right up the gut, Salter in trouble, just throws it away here. Trey Fields just completely untouched to Salter.
And they've got 6 shown at the line right here, unblocked. You've got to fix protection as a quarterback. Where are your immediate threats? Well, the guy that's right over your center, you've got to be able to take him out of the picture. They don't fix protection. That leaves Trey Fields completely unblocked. Anytime you've got those 6 defenders walked up, you have to be able to solve for that.
Great presence of mind from Salter to get rid of it there. Was shifty just enough to prevent getting sacked. And a little bobble there from Cooley after getting the toss from Salter. Still able to get positive yardage close to the 35.
Very fortunate. Take a look at this. Ball's a little high. Liberty very fortunate. Cooley didn't fumble that ball.
I called it a toss because it looked like a toss because of how much bobbling there was. Still able to hang on to it. Boy, because when you get the ball up near the helmet area, you can get a nasty ricochet and gets right into the hands of the orange shirts. Skylar Cassidy, the youngest defensive coordinator in the country at the FBS level. Really enjoyed talking to him this week as we get a pass. Right side, ball up in the air after the completion, and they're just going to say incomplete. Did not come down with the football officially, and the other official on the backside just said he did complete it.
This will be a great look. Is that a football move? I don't think so. To me, that's an incomplete pass. Ruling on the field, Rodney Burnett, our head official, is that this was a catch. I don't think that is. To me, that's not a football move. Has not completed the catch. I think they're going to take a look at this.
They are going to review this here. And David Fisher was the one that put a hit in. They get the ball up in the air. Tell me what you saw.
Well, Cooley has two hands on the ball. There's 1 foot down. All of those things are there, but that last critical piece, football move, trying to turn upfield, that is not complete. To me, that's not a catch. If he has one more step, I think that becomes a catch, and this would have been a fumble. This is a great look at it. Credit to our crew for getting this angle. I think, to me, that's an incomplete pass. Does not complete the full process of the catch. I think this will be an incomplete pass, and it'll go back to 4th and about 4.
The pass was incomplete.
So it's overturned. So Salter now just 1 of 4 on the game throwing the football. And Chadwell goes from having a first down to now we've got a 4th down situation here for Liberty.
Interesting spot on the field as well. You're outside of the range for Colin Carhew. You want to play field position here and try to go through your punt, try to pin Sam Houston deep. Looks like offense is back out on the field.
You're going to get a 4th down and 4 situation here.
Top of the screen, number 21, right there. That's Treyon Sibley. See if they try to scheme him open.
Liberty's 29th best team in the country in terms of converting on 4th down. Salter fires right side pass, and it's incomplete. The hit comes right as the ball does. Big time hit. The intended target was Tyson Mobley and could not haul it in as Isaiah Cash forces it out.
Isaiah Cash rallies to the football, gets his defense off the field. Momentum stays on the side of the Bearcats.
Memorial Coliseum, 5th-ranked Notre Dame takes on USC on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. And let's take a look at the college football playoff poll powered by Ram Trucks. Boise State is taking care of business today. So we take a look at the 4 in the byes. Of course, Notre Dame trying to essentially cinch their spot into the college football playoff.
And all of those 3-loss SEC teams will be pulling for USC. I think if Notre Dame loses that game and your losses are to unranked USC and Northern Illinois, I don't think Notre Dame gets in. I think that opens up a spot for an Alabama or South Carolina, potentially, even with 3 losses, to jump in ahead of Notre Dame.
5:34 to play first quarter. Sam Houston getting a big turnover on downs on defense, and you're starting to see how good this Sam Houston defense has been as Watson fakes on the toss, decides to keep it himself, and gets just shy of the 40-yard line to the 39.
They followed the blueprint through the first 2 drives, exactly what we expected from this offense and Hunter Watson's trying to stay ahead of schedule. The 2 times that he's thrown outside to this point have both been late. That's been the only thing early. We need to see, if you're a Bearcats fan, let's see a little more improvement from Hunter Watson.
3-yard pickup from Watson, again, who's been banged up over these last several weeks. Missed a half in a game after picking up a concussion in the game against Western Kentucky as Jay Ducker gets the pass. Chris Bodie right there to make a big-time stop.
On my chart, I just wrote disruptive over and over about Chris Bodie. And early in this game, he's already proven why. He's all over the place and so quick in the interior. Again, he's not the biggest interior defensive lineman. Does such a nice job. Blew up that screen almost by himself.
So I'll look at Coach Korn, Brad Cornelson, the offensive coordinator here for Sam Houston. He says, we just got to get some confidence back into us, try to put some points up on the board because we know our defense has been playing so well. Watson has it tipped at the line of scrimmage. Dangerous throw goes up in the air, and it's incomplete. Jay Hardy, the one that got his hands in there for the stuff, and it'll bring up 4th down and 7.
And it's a good job getting his hands up because I think this is going to be a completion for a first down as you see number 7, Quavez Humphreys, coming open right there into the boundary. Great job by Jay Hardy. You're not getting home as a pass rusher, taught to stand there, get your hands up, reads the quarterback's eyes. Really nice job from the senior from Chattanooga.
Well, this is the type of game we expected, wasn't it, partner?
Points are going to be at a premium. There's no doubt. I think special teams will be a huge factor in this game today.
Ryland Green back deep to receive the punt here. It's kind of a low punt. It's going to bounce at the 31-yard line. Going to take a Sam Houston bounce, and it's going to roll into the hands and return there by Green. Out of bounds. Liberty kind of struggling out of the gate here offensively. Not getting a ton, again, from a banged-up Caden Salter. It's a team that loves to run the football, but so far in this game, rushing yards only 15 on the day.
Well, and I think right now you're seeing Caden Salter hasn't really tried to take off in the design quarterback run game, and that's what makes this offense go. It's a guy that has 111 carries on the season coming into today. If he can't go again, expect that we may see Ryan Berger at some point.
We saw in the graphic there, this is a team that started slow pretty much all season long, but they do make plays in the fourth quarter. That one, a dangerous throw, and it's incomplete. Elijah Canyon in the vicinity.
And a miss. Trayon Sibley may score. He's coming off the right side, a slant route. Caden Salter elects to go to the outside, but right in the interior. You see Sibley standing by himself. Another miss from Caden Salter.
So it'll be second down here for Salter. And run from James Jointer. Not much. And so far up front, Sam Houston is victorious.
Linebackers are doing a great job for Sam Houston. The couple times that we've seen these running backs, Quick Cooley and Billy Lucas, break into that second level, linebackers are rallying to the football, and that was the position group we felt like was going to be most important today. It's an undersized defensive line for the Bearcats, but these linebackers in the early part of the first quarter doing a really nice job.
And Bryson Hayes is able to make the stop there. So big third down and long here for Liberty as they try to find some sort of offense against the Sam Houston defense. Salter back to throw, fires over the middle, and it's behind his intended target, Dante Lee. The redshirt sophomore from Baltimore was in the area, but the pass ultimately behind him. Salter looks out of sorts.
And covered up by Jalen Jimerson. I don't think there's anybody on Sam Houston that personally wants to have a better game than the guy that played 29 games at Liberty. It's good coverage. And I think even still there was an opportunity. Caden Salter, a miss there. If he puts that out in front of Dante Lee, I think that's a first down.
So now Liberty 0 for 3 on third down today. And it gets behind Simeon Evans. Has to go to retrieve it all the way to the 2-yard line. Did he touch it? Liberty getting into the scrum here.
He absolutely touched this ball. Now it's going to be a matter of whether or not he got back on top of it, but he absolutely touched it. And a signal that it stays Sam Houston football. And we just said it, Alex, how important special teams were going to be today. Not able to catch this cleanly, and at this point, this is where you step away from it. My goodness, how fortunate for Simeon Evans that he's able to get back on top of this.
Because they were right on top, ready to make a play here. It looked like Jaden Sweeney among the players there in on the scrum. And it will stay with Sam Houston. Again, this is what's at stake. This is the standings here in the top 4 of Conference USA. Liberty just needs a win, and they're back in the CUSA title game. They'll have to go to Jacksonville State. Sam Houston, if they can get a win, and Western Kentucky loses tomorrow, they're in the Conference USA title game for the very first time. Sam Houston's offense backed up deep inside their own territory here. They'll run it here on first down, and Ducker takes a massive hit to the shoulder from Taylor Jackson and gets a couple.
That was a shot, the transfer from East Carolina. Taylor Jackson coming in with just 28 tackles on the season, but it's a physical bunch for Liberty.
2-yard pickup there on first down. Ball's now on the 3-yard line. Backed up as far as you can be as they put Michael Phoenix in motion, and he's going to head back over that right side.
Steal a quick 5 yards. Good job by Liberty not jumping.
Fake on the jet sweep. Watson feels the pressure, just throws it away, and that's going to be very close to intentional grounding. Everyone on the Liberty sideline signaling for it, but No marker has come out yet.
Giving him the benefit of the doubt that there was a receiver in the area. This is a great job by Donovan Dozier. That's who gets upfield.
Well, there's a discussion about it going on right now in the Sam Houston end zone.
He threw it over the head of a receiver. Now it landed well beyond his target.
Don't think they're discussing candied yams versus sweet potato casserole right now.
He was in the end zone, so this would be a safety if this is intentional grounding. I thought this was in the direction of a receiver. Would be surprised here if we get grounding, but it did land a good 10 yards over the head of that under route, that flat route.
Does the overthrow matter in that scenario here? As the penalty flag comes out.
Intentional grounding, offense number 10. The foul occurred in the end zone. There was no receiver in the area. The result of the play is a safety.
So there it is, partner.
Well, Hunter Watson, he's got a defender in his face, but there is a flat route to the field. He's going in the direction. Looked like of Jay Ducker. That's who's in the flat. But look how far out of him. He lands out of bounds. It's 10 yards over his head. And that's what they're giving grounding, saying it was not in the direction, or in the vicinity rather, of his receiver, Jay Ducker. I promise you that's exactly how this play was coached to Hunter Watson. If it's not there, throw it over his head, but in the direction of the running back, Jay Ducker. And that's exactly what head coach Casey Keeler is arguing. He's saying this was in the direction of a receiver, but the call is it wasn't close enough in the vicinity, and instead he just threw it away. But that punt going back, a huge punt from Max Morgan from Liberty over the head of Simeon Evans, ends up being a disaster. Sam Houston pinned back, and now what a momentum play for Liberty.
And Casey Keeler still pleading his case here. Now he's having the argument with our back judge, Byron Adams. What was ultimately the determining factor there?
How far away the ball landed from Jay Ducker. If that had just gone a little bit over his head and it's 5 or 6 yards away from him, I think he gets that call. That ball landed 10 yards away from Ducker, out of bounds, nowhere near the receiver. And even though it was in the direction, it had to go over the head of the running back. They're not giving him the benefit of the doubt there. We'll take one more look. Again, Jay Ducker, number 9, running back. He's going to come across the formation. That pressure in the face of Hunter Watson forces him to throw it away. And even though it went over the head of his running back, because it wasn't in the vicinity, this is a great look at it. Watch how far away from his running back. The intended target, so to speak, being Jay Ducker. And that's what ultimately led to the call being intentional grounding and a safety for Liberty.
Take the length out of it. If that ball lands in bounds and bounces out of bounds, does that matter?
Maybe a little bit, but even still, that you're only talking about a couple yards. I think it's that it was nowhere near his intended target, and a huge break for Liberty.
So after the 2-run home run from Liberty here on the safety, it's a 3-2 game. There's Julian Gray on the return. Liberty, the only point so far they get on defense. A lot of miscues so far.
Well, this looks exactly like Liberty was a week ago. Caden Salter did not have a completion in the first quarter last week against Western Kentucky, and it sort of looked the same to this point. Physicality from Sam Houston's led to a couple of these incompletions, but that was a miss over the middle to Dante Lee. And Caden Salter trying to find some rhythm. Again, he's battling that ankle. I think that may be impacting some of his accuracy right now.
They've been unsuccessful on 3rd down, unsuccessful even on a 4th down try as well. As we get the run here, that's a good run from Cooley on 1st down as he gets across the 40-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup there from Cooley.
2nd and medium. This is a spot. Don't be surprised if you see a shot, some sort of play action, trying to get downfield. They've already had a couple targets to Reese Smith It's a guy that had 3 touchdowns in one game against East Carolina earlier in the season.
Beg your pardon, that was Billy Lucas, who had a nice game last week. Over 100 yards, getting the carry on first down and now on second. And might have picked up another 4 there before Jalen Jimerson stopped him.
And these offenses sort of mirroring one another. First down run, second down run, stay ahead of the sticks, get it to 3rd and short. Ball control offense, neither one of these teams creating many explosive plays. Big opportunity for Liberty. Try and pick up a first down here.
It's going to be 3rd down and 2 here with about 90 seconds to go in the quarter. They are 0 for 3 on 3rd down today, are the Flames. Smith in motion. Salter looking to throw, setting up the screen. It's complete to Canyon, and he's going to be plenty ahead of the sticks for the first down.
And a nice job by Reese Smith, who's only 5'10", 205 pounds. But watch number 6 out on the perimeter blocking. He's engaged with the corner, Le'Veon Armstead. Maybe a little bit. He had a little bit of jersey. You have to have good blocking on the perimeter from your receivers in order for your screen game to be effective.
It's the first pickup on 3rd down today for Liberty. Now on first down. Handoff goes to Lucas. Tries to get outside the numbers, and he is swarmed by several orange shirts. Kavian Gaither there initially for the stop.
And look at the vision from number 14, Kavian Gaither. Gets right by number 73, Jordan Hall. Able to get in the backfield. And that's part of why Kavian Gaither is one of the captains of this unit.
So 1 yard loss from Lucas there on first down as we tick down to the end of this first quarter. Salter looking to throw this time. He's got a man long, and it's going to be just overshot, incomplete. Looking for Dante Lee down the sidelines. David Fisher in on the coverage.
And more pressure again. This time Denver Warren able to get home on Caden Salters. Not able to come away with a sack. But this pressure right in the interior. Part of why Caden Salter not completely accurate on that throw. And I tell you, Alex, if Caden Salter's not able to clean up some of his procedure and become a little more accurate, you're going to continue to see man defense and more pressure from this Bearcats defense.
3rd down and 11. Liberty 1 of 4 on 3rd downs. That one came earlier in the drive. Mobley in motion, looking that side, and that pass is incomplete, overshot him over his head. That was Escobar, Elias Escobar, the senior from Hayward, California, in on the coverage.
And they pass off on that motion. Good job traveling by Elias Escobar. And sticky coverage again. These windows for Caden Salter to try and throw into are tight right now. There's not a lot of open receivers, and good pressure again from the Bearcats defense.
Max Morgan going to punt this football away. A fair catch is called on about the 13-yard line by Adeyi with 4 seconds left here in this first quarter. So we'll have one more play as we take a look at the eye on college football here. Tulane might have had their playoff hopes dashed yesterday as the 17th ranked team goes down to Memphis. Boise State with a win against Oregon State today.
Genty, another 200-plus yard performance as they still control their destiny for the college football playoff and potentially a bye. Big one, Georgia and Georgia Tech. It's the best Georgia Tech team Bulldogs have faced in a long time.
That's always a fun matchup as well. 4 seconds left in the quarter. This will be the final play as they swing it out into the flats to Herbacek. Herbacek gets hit just shy of the 15-yard line. Joseph Carter able to wrap him up and get the stop, as that'll do it for the first quarter here in Huntsville. Massive game on the Conference USA slate on a Black Friday. Houston up 3-2. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network. It's built by the Home Depot.
And now we meet the new Reese's Big Cup with chocolate lava.
Take a look at the truck here. Our entire CBS crew in for this one here in Huntsville, Texas, working on the Thanksgiving holiday. Big thanks to all of our crew for spending time away with their families, spending time presenting college football to each and every one of you watching out there. We had a nice dinner last night. We were lucky enough to be close enough to our families, Taylor, to be able to spend some time with them here on this Thanksgiving holiday. So even more special that our crew got to spend some time together. And thank them for having their work family Thanksgiving. 2nd down and 8 as we start the second quarter here. Sam Houston on offense. Hrbacek is the running back and takes the handoff here on 2nd down. And picks up some positive yardage here.
And interesting to see early action from Zach Hrbacek. He came in on the year just 10 carries and 1 reception. Had a catch on 1st down right at the end of the quarter behind Jay Ducker, who's been the starter. We've seen a lot of DJ McKinney this year and John Gentry, but Hrbacek getting some early touches in this game.
Not a lot of offense in this one so far. Sam Houston, though, has really controlled things at the line of scrimmage. But a 3rd down and 5. They'll empty the backfield here. Watson back to throw, fires over the middle. It is caught. Evans breaking across the 40, gets across midfield, stays down the sideline, and forced out of bounds, but there is a penalty marker down over near midfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 38-yard line, but hold on, folks. After a few misses, Corey Jones was the one that eventually forced him out. We'll see what the foul is.
Offense number 2. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the 1st down.
Still be a 1st down. But that holding will take off some of the yak yardage for Simeon Evans.
The hold was on Adeyi. But again, as you mentioned, Taylor, still a 1st down, and they'll mark it all the way back at the 40.
And loved the play design and a little bit of a hold. You see the shot there from Ife Adeyi. But that design, clearing out the middle of the field, a clean, easy picture for Hunter Watson, and a great throw.
But we get to see it there as Watson back to throw here on 1st down. Fires long, looking left side for Noah Smith, the 5th-year senior from just down the road at Cy Ridge High School in Houston. But on that run from Evans, he did a nice job of changing momentum. Instead of going out of bounds, he was able to ride that sideline. Ultimately, it didn't matter. Casey Keeler's bunch playing for something at the end of the year. And when you think about how difficult last season was for this Sam Houston team, losing so many close games, off to a really awful start for a program that's so used to winning at the FCS level, they've been able to turn things around so quickly. It's been a fun season for Sam Houston so far. Watson back to throw, looking right side, a lot of contact down that sideline on Simeon Evans. Jaden Sweeney there. Jamar Brown was in there as well.
This is a big-time man defense, and right now, Liberty is challenging Hunter Watson. I thought it was hand-checking on both sides. I like the no call. I thought Jaden Sweeney was in a good spot. Simeon Evans had his hands on Sweeney right at the beginning, and I know Hunter Watson's asking for the call there. Would like to see more of a back shoulder throw instead of over the head, trying to throw it right off the ear hole of that corner.
How many times you make that throw motion to the flag, please?
All the time, because that wasn't very accurate.
Here's Watson rolling to his right here on 3rd down. Again, has to escape. What a throw, what a catch. Comes out just in the nick of time. Noah Smith gets open for him to make a play.
And said it in the 1st quarter, but I think this is where Hunter Watson's at his best. Throwing on the run to his right. This is a difficult throw. He doesn't get his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage. That comes across his body. And that's his most accurate throw of the day. Watch how difficult this is. His momentum is going away from his receiver. Great throw, and proving again how accurate Hunter Watson is on the move.
That's a 13-yard pickup there for the 1st down. Watson now 6 of 11 for 69 yards on the day, throwing the football. Play action on 1st down. Watson fires over the middle. Dangerous throw right into a ton of powder blue shirts. Quavez Humphreys was the intended target, but Yates nearly there for the interception.
It's max protection. These two right here, these are the only routes. It's a deep post. Quavez Humphreys does a nice job flattening that route off. A little better throw. Quavez Humphreys able to keep his momentum going. He may have scored, but a miss there from Watson.
2nd down and 10 from the 47. 3 wide outs to the left to Watson. Pulls back, fires, pass complete to Smith. Breaks free and tripped up after he crosses the 40-yard line. That was a great defensive play there, because if he had hurdled that, he might have been able to get another 10, 15 yards.
Yeah, Eli August does a great job rallying downhill. You said it. Shoestring tackle. There was still room there for the receiver, but a good tackle by August to force third down.
8-yard pickup on 3rd and 2. And just a run up the gut there from Watson.
This should have been a handoff, and not sure if this was a read, if this was designed all the way in the motion. Take a look, coming across the screen. This is your read, so to speak. I think that needs to be a handoff, and that ends up being a first down if he hands that to Ife Adeyi. Instead, saw all the powder blue jerseys in the interior, able to force a 4th down.
He does get one. Now Sam Houston, best team in college football on 4th down. And it is good enough for a first down. Sam Houston's offense this year on 4th down, 12 of 18, that's 67%.
And their own version of the tush push that's become famous by the Philadelphia Eagles. Little encouragement from Eli Sohn and Jay Ducker, able to pick up the first down.
Call it the Bearcat bump here, maybe. Penalty markers come out here on first down.
Penalty markers on the field.
Sorry. Offense number 7. 5-yard penalty, remaining down.
False start for Sam Houston. And it's the 4th penalty called on Sam Houston today. We haven't had a penalty called on Liberty yet today.
With a man look, we'll see if this ends up being pressure from Liberty. Look at all these bodies close to the line of scrimmage. This looks like man here. You got man to the boundary as well.
1st and 15 from the 42. Watson to throw it. Right side, complete to Phoenix. Breaks free, lost the defender across the 30. Little juke move, hit the L1 button. Gets out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
This is a great job by Michael Phoenix. When you play man defense, if you miss the tackle, like that's exactly what happens with Jaden Sweeney right there. You get strong yards after catch, and a nice job from Michael Phoenix. And that's a guy that they called out, this offensive staff, about he's going to be a future leader of this team, brings a great attitude into the building every day.
Transfer from Kilgore Community College, picks up 22 on that last play as we have Brylan Green, the junior from Louisiana, on the turf now. We'll take a timeout with him. 3-2 Sam Houston.
Here we go now, here we go. Black Friday week is here. Woo! Woo! With deals up to 40% off. Woo! Shop great deals all week on Amazon.
At Harbor Freight, we do business differently from the other guys. We design and test our own tools and sell them directly to you. No middleman. Hurry in for Black Friday deals up to 70% off.
Historic rivals with unforgettable seasons meet in a game of honor. The Army-Navy game presented by USAA, December 14th on CBS.
Tight one here in Huntsville. Sam Houston up 3-2 on Liberty, and Brylan Green might have got hit with a hammy here.
Went straight for that right hamstring. That was a guy had a huge impact a year ago. 5 interceptions in 2023. Hasn't been as productive this year, but obviously an important part of this defense for the Flames. See if he's able to rejoin later in the game.
Yeah, first team All-Conference USA safety a year ago. First down here after the big pickup of 22 yards from Michael Phoenix. Houston trying to find the end zone here as Watson spins after gaining a couple of yards, trying to get a few extra. Defensive coordinator Kyle Krantz here for Liberty.
They told us this would be a rock fight, and that's exactly how I think we described this game to this point. Extremely physical. Points will be at a premium.
3-yard pickup from Watson on first down, so it's 2nd and 7 here for the Bearcats. Firing left side, one-on-one coverage. It's caught! Simeon Evans backs into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Bearcats extend the lead.
And thrown in the perfect spot. from Hunter Watson. It's man coverage. It's a simple fade. Watch how he throws his receiver open. Put it on that back shoulder. A little bit of a push-off from Simeon Evans. That is a great job. He wasn't winning over the top against Charles Yates Jr. Anytime you see that as a quarterback, you have to make your receiver right, put it on the back shoulder, throw him open. Great pitch and catch from Hunter Watson to Simeon Evans.
Lavon has struggled with the field goals, but he's been perfect on the point afters, and he puts that one through. And Sam Houston with a 10-2 advantage with 10:15 to go.
Hunter Watson dropping a dime to one of his favorite targets, Simeon Evans. The Bearcats extend their lead.
Why do 80% of
$1,000 camera for only $41 on Deal Dash?
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
I got this barbecue smoker for 26 bucks.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
17-yard touchdown to Simeon Evans from Hunter Watson. It's his first touchdown pass since back in the October 16th game against Western Kentucky.
Man defense again at the top, and Simeon Evans does not get on top of Charles Yates. He hasn't won on the route, and that's where as a quarterback, throw him open on that back shoulder. We've seen a lot of Hunter Watson this season. I think that's one of the most impressive throws he's made on this entire year.
First passing touchdown in 4.5 games for this Sam Houston State team. And if you told someone that'd been living under a rock all season long that Sam Houston, a team that used to run out of the spread and play high-powered offense at the FCS level, that they wouldn't have a touchdown pass in 4.5 games, that would blow your mind.
Well, they have reinvented themselves, and this is one of the best defenses in all of college football, one of the best defenses in this conference, actually the best defense. It was a great pitch and catch touchdown.
Sunday, it's an NFL on CBS doubleheader with early regional action featuring an AFC North showdown between the Steelers and the Bengals. Later, an outstanding matchup in Baltimore when Saquon Barkley leads the Eagles against Lamar Jackson's Ravens. It's on CBS, Paramount Plus. Saquon Barkley, Lamar Jackson, a little battle of the birds going on CBS. What a year for Saquon Barkley, eh?
Unbelievable. And it feels like if you're a Giants fan, this nightmare continues.
Potentially another MVP season for Lamar Jackson as well. With 10:14 to go here in the half. The Cats pick up a touchdown pass. And now Liberty needs to find some offense. Here on the run, the penalty marker comes out as Juju Gray on the jet sweep. Gets to about the 22-yard line.
It'll be a hold pushing Liberty backwards. Davion Armstead, a great job from the corner spot, setting the edge. Wouldn't have mattered because there was a hold anyway. Sam Houston playing assignment sound football right now on the defensive end.
Offense number 75. The penalty has been declined. Duck it down.
Jack Tucker from the left tackle spot. Watch number 75. It's all sorts of jerseys. You can see number 2 right there. See how he gets outside of Quentin Cooley. That forces the ball carrier back inside. Great job from Davion Armstead.
They decline the penalty. Loss of 2 on the play there. So Cooley on the carry. You ever see a team in a field position battle game like this turn down a holding penalty?
I think they have the faith in their defense that it's 2nd and 14, 2nd and 13. Their odds are better. Instead of giving Liberty 3 new downs, another 3rd and long. It's a spot where Sam Houston likes to bring pressure.
Liberty just 1 of 5 on 3rd down today. 3rd down and 9 here for Caden Salter in the struggling Liberty offense.
And they caught Sam Houston in a blitz. All 3 linebackers were about to come. Backing out of it now.
Salter to throw, feels the pressure, fires in the pass, is intercepted. Jalen Giberson, they say incomplete. He had it, was celebrating like he got the turnover. They say incomplete.
It's another miscommunication. Reese Smith stops his route. And that is close.
That's close.
I don't know, Alex. I think he may see if that hand is underneath the football.
Yeah.
That is really close. This will be a good look at it right here. Does that ball stay off the turf? That's an interception. That is an unbelievable interception from Jalen Jimerson.
Pass is under review.
Reese Smith stops his route. Jalen Jimerson jumps where the slant would have been. And I think that right hand stays under the ball. This is our best look at it. Great look from our crew. Watch that. Left hand moves underneath the football. I think this is going to be overturned. That's going to be an interception.
That is Julian Edelman-esque.
That was unbelievable from Jalen Jimerson.
So close, that nose of the football never made it to the turf. But they're taking a look at it. Right now, the call on the field is an incomplete pass.
And Jimerson, he's really one of the tone setters in the run game for Sam Houston. One of the more physical defensive backs in this conference.
What a phenomenal look right there.
That ball does not touch the ground. It goes from right hand to the left hand.
You don't get better concentration from that.
And the second time that we've seen a miscommunication between the receiver, Reese Smith, and his quarterback, Caden Salter. You could see Reese Smith standing there looking back at his quarterback as if to say, why would you throw it there? Caden Salter throwing this like it was a slant route. And that right there is our best look at it. I think clearly an interception.
And the back judge has a clear look at it. He does not make the signal. It was the umpire who was behind the play that made the call.
It was a catch. The ball replaced at the 31-yard line at position 4, first down.
What a play from Jimerson. The Liberty transfer, making a play against his former teammates here. His second interception of the season.
Like we said, I don't know if there's anybody from a personal standpoint that wants to play better today than Jalen Jimerson. What a time to come up with that interception and give his offense the short field.
Played at Liberty on that team last season that won a Conference USA title. Jimerson today making a huge play to give the football back to his Sam Houston Bearcats. Watson fires right side, and that pass is complete, getting it to Noah Smith on that right side.
Another good accurate throw on the run. Simple flat route. They're playing man, but it's off coverage. Right now, that's the third time we've seen Hunter Watson throwing on the move to his right and delivering an accurate pass.
See some conversation on the Liberty sideline with Salter here. Well, he seems out of sorts. You wonder how much that ankle might be bothering him and affecting him mentally. Is Watson working here on first down. Handed off to Ducker. Not much there. Got him swallowed up.
Leighton Aaron in as well. Also see big number 99, Bryce Dixon. And now this is the spot, 3rd and long. Sam Houston has talked about, second long. If you're not able to pick up something here, that 3rd and long situation for this offense that struggled to throw the football, what they have tried to avoid, also right at the range of where they're comfortable with Christian Pavon.
Watson, kind of surprising, 16 throws already here in this first half, 10 of 16, 125 yards on the touchdown throw. So we approach 8 minutes to go first half. And Sam Houston needs a win and some help if they want to get to the Conference USA Championship game next week. Liberty just needs a win as Watson fires into the flat, into Ducker, gets free, outside the numbers, down the sideline, makes another man miss, dives across the 5. He's inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
And this is what happens when Liberty plays a loaded box. It's light on the outside. They check to the screen, get Jay Ducker on the perimeter, make one miss, and a great individual effort from Jay Ducker.
We got a 1st and goal situation here for Sam Houston. Ball on the 4.
Expect a lot of quarterback run game at this part of the field. Add that extra hat. They love to run Hunter Watson in this spot.
Watson has scored 7 touchdowns running the football. On the carry, it's Ducker. Gets a little closer, but shy of the goal line.
They're coming right back with a similar look. Also, wouldn't be surprised if they bring Elijah Sohn, the tight end, in motion. Looks like they've also got Fernando Garza, the other tight end, in as well. They try to create any sort of lead block situation for Hunter Watson.
Watson, 2nd and goal from the 2. Takes it, throws it right side, looking for Evans. He's got it. Another touchdown for Evans. What a day for him so far.
It's the same throw that they had the other touchdown. It's a back shoulder fade instead of it being a downfield shot. This is in the red zone, but another nice throw from Hunter Watson right on that back shoulder away from Jaden Sweeney for the second touchdown of the day for Simeon Evans.
And just tangled up with him enough and then got the separation just in the nick of time to get open for the throw. Great throw and a good catch and a good route run there from Simeon Evans. Here comes the point after. And it's up and it's good. He's a perfect 31 of 31 on the season. Christian Pavon with the point after.
Started with the unbelievable interception from Jalen Jimerson and then capped off with the second touchdown of the day from Simeon Evans.
At Harbor Freight, we do business differently from the other guys. We design and test our own tools and sell them directly to you. No middleman. Hurry in for Black Friday deals up to 70% off.
Amazon Black Friday week is here. Woo! Woo! With new deals added every day. Woo! Shop great deals all week on Amazon.
Woo! Remember, trainees, we don't wish for it, we work for it.
Switch and save today. Switch and save today.
Thanks for calling Geico. Switch and save today.
It is pressure that creates diamonds.
And also like a great Cuban sandwich.
What? Switch and save today.
When it comes to providing great savings, we refuse to be outworked.
Switch and save today.
Nice one, Leonard.
Marcy and I just got this panini press. It's changed our lives.
Glenn, focus.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Knees up.
On a Longing, Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Ramon, what are you doing here? Texting another conference now.
Yeah, but it's like on the other side of the country. It's really, really far.
But you're not even on our schedule this season.
Maybe we can meet you in the playoffs.
That's crazy talk.
You know what else is crazy? Getting all that Dr. Pepper flavor with zero sugar.
But Dr. Pepper doesn't have a questionable secondary like Tech does.
Here, catch!
And that's why you're a mascot.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
Sam Houston, another touchdown to Simeon Evans, has them up 17-2 now on Liberty. The end of the regular season is here. Which squad will face Jacksonville State? Don't miss the Conference USA title game. That's Friday at 7 Eastern right here on CBS Sports Network. Again, let's go over the scenario for you. Liberty is in the Conference USA title game for the second straight year if they're able to get a win here today. Sam Houston needs a win and a Western Kentucky loss. Western Kentucky needs to win their game, and for Sam Houston to win this game here today. Of course, Jacksonville State will host the championship game next Friday, 7 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Alex Ovario, Taylor McCarg, our entire CBS crew, glad to have you here on a Black Friday, enjoying some college football, some massive games here in the final week of the regular season. Juju Gray back deep to receive here for what's been an anemic Liberty offense today. As Gray with the return, maybe they need a big special teams return as he gets across the 30. That might give him a little juice, some good field position here to start this next drive for Caden Salter. But this Sam Houston defense as good as advertised.
Well, they have taken advantage of Caden Salter not being mobile, and that ankle I think is clearly bothering Salter. Some inaccurate throws as well. Hasn't been on the same page, especially with Reese Smith on that slot receiver spot. But we talked about how important this defense, their performance was going to be today. And that interception on the last possession from Jalen Jimerson, unbelievable play that set up a short field and another touchdown.
Salter throws, and again, more miscommunication there. He's looking for Dante Lee. Dante Lee was not looking for him.
And it's really been a theme for this game on the offense for Liberty. Miscommunication. The way Salter's throwing that ball, he thinks Dante Lee is shutting his route down at the sideline for a back shoulder that we've seen a lot of on the other side between Hunter Watson and Simeon Evans.
It's a fourth straight incompletion for Salter. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Put Gray in motion. Salter to throw. Here comes the pressure. Fires, throws that ball up in the air, batted down, and incomplete. Trey Fields, the one that got his hands in there on the pressure.
And the corner blitz from the boundary, I think, impacted Caden Salter right from the very beginning. He was not comfortable at all You see from that corner spot, David Fisher. And Salter, see where this ball goes. Did this end up hitting the ground? It did right there. For a split second, I thought it may have been an interception. Another 3rd and long. We'll see if Sam Houston, they backed out of a pressure look on the last possession. Do they bring the blitz from the boundary?
Liberty 1 of 6 on 3rd down today. 6:29 to go, 3rd down and 10 from the 31. Salter, the play is blown dead. And we have movement up front.
Sark, offense number 73. 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
A blitz, ended up getting the false start. Isaiah Cash, also looked like Isaiah Nixon.
Penalties been a problem for Liberty all season long. Another one here today. They've actually been pretty good today. One amongst the most penalized teams in the country. 3rd and 15 now for Salter to work with. Liberty needs a big play. Salter keeps backpedaling, runs out of room, fires that one, almost brought down. Reese Smith went up for it. Plenty of traffic for him to deal with. Still got his hands on the football, but it's incomplete.
And Eamon Allen in coverage. Would have been an unreal catch from Reese Smith. Another 3 and out for Liberty, and the struggles continue. One of the more high-powered offenses in this conference. Again, came in to this game 16th in the country in total offense, 2nd in the country in rush offense. The Bearcats have them stymied in this first half.
Max Moore going to punt the football away. Adeyi calls for the fair catch. And they'll have it over near the 27-yard line. CBS Sports recognizes Native American Heritage Month, a time to embrace tribal identity and celebrate the history, customs, and legacy of the nation's original citizens. So to mark the football at the 27-yard line. Punt for 46 yards, no return on the fair catch.
And this is a big possession for Liberty. Remember, Sam Houston had the ball first. If Liberty can figure out a way to get the ball back at any points before half, they will feel a little better, a little momentum.
Remember, this Sam Houston offense has really struggled scoring the football. They've got 2 touchdown throws today as Ducker tries to bounce outside the numbers. And here on 1st down, able to get some good yardage before being brought down by Charles Gates. We'll mark him just shy of the 35-yard line. Get him about 6 on the play.
We knew Marion Evans a little banged up. So far today, seen more Alex Oliver, seen Jaden Sweeney. Right now, Sam Houston taking advantage of some of these backups in the secondary for Liberty.
On 2nd and short, Watson getting the play from the sideline. Change things up here. Got those bright yellow jerseys up front from their coaching staff, changing the play. And they'll get a run. Going to be short of the 1st down. He needed to get to the 42.
Maybe a pull read there. Interesting, like Ethan Crisp crashing down a couple times today. Hunter Watson, tell if these are read plays or design.
So 3rd down and a long one here for Sam Houston. A 17-2 lead here for Sam Houston. Liberty's only points have been on a safety and an intentional grounding in the end zone. Pass complete again. Simeon Evans breaks free, loses one defender, spins, and gets to midfield.
And this is what happens when Simeon Evans has been beating you over the top. It's soft coverage on the outside, and they take advantage of it. It's 3rd and short. You imagine on 3rd and short that you get some press coverage. But because Simeon Evans has had the ability to win over the top, they take advantage of that soft coverage.
5 receptions, 71 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day for Simeon Evans. Last week at 4 catches for 16, so what a day here for Evans. You know what the Bearcats have done over the last 7 weeks, just 13.5 points per game, have 17 so far today as Jay Ducker on first down, picks up 3.
And for Sam Houston, their style of play, they could absolutely chew up the rest of this clock on a scoring drive. There's nothing that says with the way that they run the football, they don't steal all of this clock, try to get points in before half, and not give Liberty an opportunity to get that extra possession.
I mean, you and I had these guys against UTEP, and what do they have, like a 9-minute drive at one point, 16 plays?
They are capable of it with the way that they run the football. Not a ton of negative plays, which today has been huge. Haven't been penalized. Stayed generally ahead of the sticks in this first half.
After a gain of 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7 from the 47. Watson fires, that pass deflected up in the air, and that pass is intercepted, and that might be the big play that this Liberty squad needs to get back into this game. That ball went straight up in the air and brought down.
It's the second time we've seen a defender get their hand up, able to swat this down. Looked like Donovan Dozier again. And Hunter Watson, that ball tipped right at the line of scrimmage. And you nailed it, Alex. That is the momentum play that Liberty needed to get them back in this game.
First interception of the year for Dozier, the redshirt freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina. Was a 4-time first-team all-conference player in high school. Chose Liberty over JMU, the Air Force Academy, Dartmouth, and Yale. Where was Rice in on his recruitment? Firing right side, and the pass is complete to Reese Smith out of bounds. And that gets the Liberty offense moving the chains.
It's interesting the impact that we've seen from Reese Smith early in this game. Again, a guy that came in on the season, his biggest performance of the year was against East Carolina. Had some quiet performances the last couple weeks, but he's been targeted throughout this first half.
Big play there from Salter. Maybe shake off the cobwebs a little bit for him throwing the football. First down. Salter steps up as he feels the pressure, rolls, fires, he's got a man wide open, it's long and caught up in the air and it's incomplete. Great pursuit there at the very end. Dante Lee looked like he was going to come up with it wide open for 6, but Weaver comes in just at the last moment to make a play.
And if Caden Salter puts this out just a little bit in front of Dante Lee, this is a easy walking touchdown. It's underthrown. Great job in recovery in coverage from Caleb Weaver, but that should have been an easy touchdown.
I mean, that is a desperation play defensively. You're just running to try to make any type of contact you can. You're almost taking the penalty if you can.
And fortunate of the timing, because if he's any earlier, that's pass interference.
Salter hands it off to Cooley. And this is as solid as we've seen this offense. The whistle has not blown as Cooley keeps going as he crosses the 25. And the Sam Houston defense thought he was stopped earlier. Everybody's pointing that it should have happened earlier. Take another look.
We'll see if Cooley lands on the body. That's exactly what happens. Puts that hand down. Now Liberty going tempo to try and get this off before review.
Salter slings it out right side into the flat. It's complete to Reese Smith at the 20.
Had to throw it around Kavian Gaither, who was in the backfield of the Flames.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout here in the first half. Sam Houston in control, but Liberty trying to get some points before the half.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast, in stores now.
2 minutes left to go, first half. Sam Houston with a 17-2 advantage on Liberty, but they are driving, partially thanks to Quentin Cooley. He's now gone for over 3,000 yards for his career, now at 3,003, but some of them maybe shouldn't have counted.
He got away on a few of those yards. It got him over 3,000. You see, I think both wrists and right here, we roll it that elbow down as well. I'm going to call it on either one of those, but that wrist, forearm area, that's part of, you put your hand down, but when that forearm hits the ground, he's down. Cooley able to heady play. He gets up, picks up an extra 5 or 6 yards, and then Liberty with that tempo, able to get another play off before a review.
This drive for Liberty starting after a big interception where the ball tapped up in the air and then intercepted by Donovan Dozier, the redshirt freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina. And Taylor, let this Liberty team was almost anemic, and they were sluggish this entire first half. They did not look like themselves. And coaching staff had talked to us about that's kind of how it was earlier in the year when they went through that sluggish period when they lost to Kennesaw State and they lost 2 games in a row. It seems like that sluggishness is back a little bit, but they found it here late in the second quarter as they get a pass complete on that left side to Trayon Sibley. Some more positive yardage here for Liberty as they try to put points up on the board before the end of the half.
And there's his top target. Had not had a catch to this point in the game. I don't think there's any question. This is 4-down territory as we get a stop and play. He's going to have the center move the ball back slightly. Crafty move from Aaron Finnemore there.
Now 3rd down and 1. Need to pick up another one for the first down. Here's Cooley. Needed to get to the 14-yard line.
And for Liberty, obviously paramount that they come away, if you're a Liberty fan, with a touchdown here. What you don't want to have happen is give Sam Houston an extra possession, and this is a spot in the field. The best red zone defense in Conference USA, top 15 in the country.
Salter to throw it. Looking for somebody open, fires back in the end zone, and Elijah Canyon able to put some offensive points up on the board for this Liberty Flame team, as just before the end of the half, with 1:14 to go, Salter finally finds some offense and finally gets him into the end zone for a score.
Well, he works to the right side to Reese Smith and Sibley. They're covered up. And a great job from Elijah Canyon. Right to left, coming all the way back. Canyon, who's the big red zone target, 6'4", 225 pounds, comes open, and Liberty able to take advantage of that interception in short field.
Carhew in for the point after, and it's up and it's good. And Liberty needed that in a massive way with 1:14 to go.
It all started with the Dozier interception, and then a great job. Caden Salter able to connect Elijah Canyon.
CUSA Awards.
Tyler Huff, coming over from Furman, has been unbelievable for Jacksonville State. Trey Stewart as well. I think that's your offensive player of the year. Travion Barnes, 120 tackles. I know FIU is not going to go to a bowl this year. He has been unbelievable. And Casey Keeler, I think he deserves Coach of the Year for a team that their first year in FBS a year ago, all the close losses, to be here on the doorstep of potentially getting to the Conference USA Championship, regardless of, I know we're in Sherrod and everything that they've accomplished, but I think it was a heavier lift to get this Sam Houston program up to speed in the FBS. Jacksonville State, I still think is top team. I think they're obviously the favorite to win the conference, but what that man Casey Keeler has done with this program here this year has been unbelievable.
There's a case to be made that if they do get the help they need and win the Conference USA Championship, that he should be in consideration for National Coach of the Year. May not win the award, but be in consideration and get a vote or two. As we get a run on 2nd down here for Watson, and he gets to about the 38-39 yard line. That case probably could have been better had they not had those slip-ups against Jacksonville State and Western Kentucky. Joseph Carter there for the stop. But Casey Keeler, you know, he talked about with us several times, especially when we had that UTEP game, about how he wasn't sure he wanted to advance through with this transition in FBS, and he's really become the Billy Bean of college football with all the deals he has to make this an FBS program.
Well, it's a coach that has won everywhere he's been. National championships at Delaware and at Sam Houston in that 2021 COVID spring season. And we talked to him, like you just said, at UTEP, about how challenging last year was. Where he said, look, we just weren't used to losing around here. There were all of these close losses, and he knew that it was going to be a challenge here. It's not the resources that you have in some other parts of college football. They've had to bootstrap some of this. There are guys, 6 of them, that are still on this team, honored today on that national championship team from 2021, and they have built this program the right way from the ground up.
And a lot of changes certainly coming here to Bauer Stadium as well. They actually play most of their home games, if not all their home games, away from this facility as they tear down this press box, build a brand new one. So they're making the upgrades they need as they make the transition from FCS to FBS, and no one's done it better, I think, than Casey Keeler. Watson back to throw. Here on 3rd down, fires right side. It's complete and getting out of bounds, reaching for it. Adkism.
And this is going to be coming back because Lonnie Adkism stepped out of bounds first.
The hat is off from our head linesman here. That's the signal there for Player not being inbounds, making the catch, so the penalty marker is out.
It wasn't forced out by Jaden Sweeney, the corner. Atkinson just lost where he was on the field.
Would have been Atkinson's just his second catch on the year.
He's in the slot as he gets to the sideline. Hunter Watson escapes the pocket, working to the sideline. That left foot out of bounds, and both the side judge and the back judge recognizing it. Hats came off for both. We get the call here.
Touching. Offense number 17. The player went out of bounds, returned, and was first to touch the ball. The ball will be placed in the previous spot, lost the down. Liberty has elected to start the clock.
And it's huge also because it's a loss of down penalty, making it 4th down. So instead of it just being 3rd and 11, now makes it 4th and 6.
And Liberty still has all 3 of their timeouts remaining.
You see that right foot clearly out of bounds from Atkinson. You got it exactly right, Alex. Now for Liberty, in the way that was mismanaged from Sam Houston, Liberty, who gets the ball coming out of second half, for the second half, and a chance to really steal a second possession here with all 3 timeouts.
So they'll punt the football away here. Aiden Cardell will do the honors. As Juju Gray back to receive it. Grabbed it at about the 12-yard line. Decides to go on that right side. Tries to get down that sideline. Lost one defender. He's going to switch gears, go to the left side of the field, and ran out of real estate. Tried to do everything he could to get more yardage there, but with 44 seconds remaining, the offense coming onto the field.
He is a dynamic returner. Had a 56-yard return last week. A big kick return 2 possessions ago for Liberty, trying to do a little too much there. Gave up 5 or 6 yards going backwards. But now for Liberty, all 3 timeouts. Sam Houston just has 1. You can take a shot or 2 even. Just don't want to give the ball back to Sam Houston. But I think this will all be predicated on how this first down play goes. If they pick up any chunk yardage, you'll see them in the tempo, going quickly. If it's a negative play or no gain, could see Liberty taking it into half because, again, they have the ball coming out for second half.
And remember, Liberty will get the ball to start the second half. So a chance to go those back-to-back scoring possessions if you can make it happen. So you're fine just getting in position to kick a field goal here. Just doing what you can to get any points you can get, especially with how much you've struggled in this first half offensively. $17-9 our score. Sam Houston with a couple of touchdown throws from Hunter Watson into the hands of Simeon Evans, who has 71 yards and 2 touchdowns. But near the end of this second quarter, the plays that are being made are by the Liberty Flames. Put Billy Lucas in motion. Empty backfield here for Salter. Back to throw, fires over the middle, and that's a dangerous one. It's incomplete. Threw it a little bit ahead of Elijah Canyon, who had the touchdown earlier. Incomplete. Eamon Allen on the coverage.
Liberty bench, they wanted almost an interception, but they were calling for pass interference. Not a good no call there. Just an inaccurate throw from Caden Salter. This is where, if you're Liberty, would not be surprised if they keep this on the ground now with Sam Houston having that 1 timeout.
On second down, here's the run. So that first down play was the aggressive one. This one a little more conservative. They're not using their timeouts. So it looks like they're just going to run it out.
That's exactly right. On that first down, you're trying to see, can you kickstart your drive? Can you create any sort of explosive play? And if you do, then you get going into your 2-minute drive. The worst case scenario for Liberty on this possession would have been to give Sam Houston the ball back before half. And it looks like they're content to take this into the locker room after cutting it to a 1-score game.
So they'll just run it out. Liberty's going to take it into the locker room, trailing 17-9. They know they'll get the ball to start the second half. And what a turnaround here at the end of the second quarter for Liberty, as Sam Houston basically dominated up front. It's a Black Friday showdown with the Conference USA title game spot on the line. Sam Houston up on Liberty 17-9. You're watching as we take a look at our first half stats brought to you by Kubota. 17-9 lead for the Bearcats of Sam Houston. Dominating at the line of scrimmage, but Liberty with a big play at the end of the half to get right back into this one as we welcome you into the broadcast booth as we get ready for the second half. I'm Alex Sorbario alongside a man who's won a Conference USA championship at quarterback in Taylor McCarg. And Taylor, you've been in these types of moments, you've been in these types of games. It's a meaningful game for both of these teams, and they've played that way.
Well, we thought that this was going to be a physical game, which it has been. I thought the time of possession for Sam Houston was really dominant in the first half, and that was huge. But it was also this connection between Hunter Watson and Simeon Evans. A couple different back shoulder fade throws, this one in the red zone. All things going Sam Houston's direction. But then this interception created by Donovan Dozier, that capped off a little bit of momentum switch. Caden Salter able to get a touchdown to Elijah Canyon. And that going into half I thought was monumental for two teams that obviously need a win here today. Liberty, it's still win and you're in the CUSA Championship. Sam Houston, win, they still need a little bit of help, but a lot to play for in this second half.
And the offense for Liberty very much anemic in that first half, which is a bit surprising for the second best rushing offense in FBS football, but it just goes to show you that the Sam Houston defense was as good as advertised. Liberty had a chance to get some points up on the board late after forcing a Sam Houston punt. They elected not to try to move the ball down the field, but they do get the ball to start this second half. A 17-9 game against Liberty needs a victory, and they're in the Conference USA Championship game next week at Jacksonville State as we get a return here from Juju Gray. Loses one defender, and he dives over another, hurdles one more, and a nice return there as Liberty gets ready to get back onto the field for this one as Caden Salter. Again, we talk about this team running the football. They run out of the quarterback position. 0 rush attempts for him in that first half. And Salter finds himself on the sideline, and Ryan Berger going to come out for this one. So you could tell on the field earlier in the game that he was not right, wasn't going through his entire warm-ups, and now they're going to Berger.
And we were told that we would probably see Ryan Berger at some point in this game. And I think Caden Salter not having a single rush attempt in the first half, that was telling, and not surprising that we see Berger here.
And they are going to run the football here as Vaughn Blue. Berger, the 6'4" sophomore from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, transfer from Appalachian State. And Berger only with 5 pass attempts on the season, only 1 rush attempt. So the action he gets here in the second half going to be the most he's seen all season long. Berger decides to keep it. Will run to that left side, a good positive yardage to about the 40-yard line. So good movement there from Berger.
And that's why he's in the game. That was something we haven't seen all first half. That zone read with option off of it. Watch, he gets a pull read, pulls this ball. Now they're running option. Jalen Jimerson is his pitch read. And you see number 4 get that wide. That's why he turns the ball vertical. Those are staples of this Liberty offense and part of what we didn't see in the first half because of that ankle injury with Caden Salter.
The 3rd down and 2 coming up here for Liberty. Canyon, runner in motion, and it's Berger decide to keep it, takes a hit, and it's going to be short of the sticks. He does get to the 41-yard line, but not much else.
This is a great tackle from David Fisher, especially from the corner spot. Watch how physical, top of the screen. Number 5, able to beat the block on the edge from Quentin Cooley. You'd love to see that physicality from a corner. Maybe a roll of the dice here from Liberty. See if they try to draw Sam Houston off sides.
So 4th down. Berger under center. They'll pitch it here on 4th down, and they've got him stuffed. This is going to be close. And the signal is that it is a 1st down as Quentin Cooley gets the toss and able to get just enough for the first.
They needed that 42-yard line, and Cooley able to lower his head, gets right at the sticks. Looked like he did earn that 42-yard line, and that line judge immediately giving the motion for a 1st down.
So they convert here on 4th down. First drive of the second half. Hand off again. And Cooley gets across midfield this time and close to another first down.
So you got your backup quarterback in the game now. What are the things that your quarterback is most comfortable with? I think you're going to get a lot of play action. I think you're going to get a lot of first down runs to try and get to manageable passing downs, which you don't want with your backup in the game. Obvious passing downs where Sam Houston can dial up pressure. Obviously, we'll see designed quarterback run game as well, which they came out with already.
And again, Liberty just coming off their best drive of the game near the end of that first half, as Jimerson with the stop there on first down. This Liberty offense has really struggled to put together solid drives against the Sam Houston defense. But if you're the Sam Houston defense, you've got a new quarterback to look at. What's difficult about this stretch here for Skylar Cassidy's defense?
Well, that you've got a quarterback that can run the ball now. In the first half, that really wasn't a factor.
Berger to throw it. Now he's going to tuck it. Gets across the 45, pushes forward, dives forward across the 40-yard line.
See eyes downfield, but the first sign, he sees orange flash in front of him. He's taking off. Sign of a younger quarterback. I also think for Sam Houston, you're going to see a lot of twists and stunts up front. Try and get orange flashing in front of the face of this sophomore quarterback, Ryan Berger. As you see, well below their average. Second best rushing offense in the country coming into this game, under 100 yards so far today.
We told you earlier it's going to be a lot like the irresistible force being the movable object. It's certainly been that way. Give it to the irresistible force as we get a big stop here on the run, as Chris Murray able to really close things up.
That was a big-time recruit coming out of high school to TCU, and he showed you why. One of the best athletes on the field. Really good speed rush and pass rush, but also, how about that run defense for the junior from Wichita Falls?
Chris Murray, the redshirt junior, on the season, 10.5 TFLs entering the game. Big fourth down coming up on 4th down and 5. Liberty third in the conference when it comes to fourth down conversions at 54%. Berger to throw it, fires that pass in and out of the hands and incomplete, and delivering the hit just before the ball got there was Bryson Hayes, the redshirt junior from right here in Huntsville.
Another missed opportunity for this offense. Should have been a first down instead. Opportunity for Sam Houston when we come back.
Hello?
Hi, I'm Gemini.
Hi.
How can I help you?
So I just talk?
Yes, but normal.
We can have a conversation about anything you like.
Anything?
Try looking for a small round bolt somewhere on the oil pan.
Got it.
Does the child seem ready for bedtime?
No.
And then I looked down and I had spaghetti fingers.
Well, in dreams, noodles can sometimes represent creativity. Have you had this
Shop
dream?
Pixel's best holiday deals at googlestore.com.
A Chewy order for Cole is on the way. Because Mom and Dad told the girls, if they weren't on their best behavior, this year, they'd get... And with Cole in the family, Mom and Dad use Chewy to get everything delivered in time for the holidays. At prices everyone feels jolly about. For low prices and fast shipping, for holidays with pets, there's Chewy.
Ain't no USA championship game. Liberty is in to face Jacksonville State if they get a victory here today in Huntsville. Sam Houston needs a win and a loss by Western Kentucky against Jacksonville State to get in to the Conference USA title game. Alex Zabario alongside the winningest quarterback in Rice University history, Taylor McCard, our entire CBS crew. Glad to have you with us for this final week of the regular season. 17-9, Sam Houston on top, back with the football after the turnover on downs as Jay Ducker gets the carry. He's had a nice day running the football.
We're back to first down ground game. It's like a Bearcat down. See the number, yeah, that's number
Evans.
3, Simeon Evans, who had the 2 first half touchdowns. This would be a big miss. Goes to the ground, looks like he gets caught in the traffic afterwards.
He got hit, got up, and then got hit again. Landed awkwardly there. Evans is slow to get up, still on the turf. 9:36 to play, third quarter. We'll step aside and give Evans an opportunity to get up. We'll be back in a moment.
This Black Friday, Verizon will turn your old or broken phone into a gift. Anyone can trade in any phone in any condition and get Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus with Galaxy AI and Watch and Tap. All three on us. Even if your phone is old or dated, you can turn it in at Verizon for gifts for you and the family. All three on us. That's up to $1,900 in value. Only on Verizon.
What would you pay for an iPad Pro? I only paid $42 on Deal Dash.
DealDash.com. Online auction since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. And this smart charcoal grill sold for $16. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20. Deals like these and many more happen in the thousands of daily auctions on DealDash.com. All auctions start at $0. And remember, everything must go.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56. I got this barbecue smoker for $26.
And you get a 90-day money-back guarantee with your first purchase.
This brand new iPhone sold for less than $42. And this DJI drone sold for less than $21.
And I got it for $16 on Deal Dash.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
There are auctions going on right now. So what are you waiting for?
At Grainger, we know dealing with the unexpected is part of your job description. And you made a promise to keep the line running, to power through the downpour, to be the one who always gets it done. And our promise is to help you do it with professional-grade supplies for every industry, plus same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders. Because you can't predict the future, but with the right partner, you can be prepared for it. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sam Houston up 17-9. Simeon Evans, who had those two first-half touchdowns, a little shaken up, but back on the feet, getting helped off the field. The junior from Mansfield, Texas, 71 receiving yards on those two touchdowns. And Hunter Watson, see what he's done today. Really nice job for him. Remember, this team did not have a touchdown pass from any quarterback over the last month, and they've got two today.
And that connection, both of those were to Simeon Evans. So around him, Noah Smith had a few touches in the first half. He'll have to step up. Ife Adeyi as well. Also seen Quavez Humphreys featured as well.
How about this number here? We came into this game expecting a lot of quarterback runs on the day from both of these quarterbacks as we get a throw here on second down, a pass complete to Noah Smith on that right side. That's going to be good for another first down at the 45-yard line. Hunter Watson, 9 rushing attempts for only 10 yards, 0 rush attempts, period, for Caden Salter, who's one of the best running quarterbacks in FBS, especially at the group of 5 level.
Salter dealing with the injury, obviously, but Liberty's defense, they talked to us about this week. We want to try and take away Hunter Watson's ability to run the ball between the tackles. And so far, you touched on the yards per attempt. He's really not that effective running between the tackles today.
Haven't really run him a whole ton at all as he swings it out left side, complete to Smith, finding some blocking up front, gets across the 40-yard line, able to get some extra yardage, maybe about 2 or 3 more after the initial hit. So good piece of yardage there from Smith.
And taking advantage again of man coverage, both of these catches for Noah Smith. First one a pick route, that one bringing him across, really more of a screen. Easy, simple completions on first down for Hunter Watson.
Hunter Watson, a national champion at the junior college level, was an All-American second teamer at Iowa Wesleyan Community College. Had 0 offers until Clayton Barnes, the 29-year-old general manager, found some tape on him and brought him here to Huntsville. It's Jay Ducker gets outside the numbers. Good run in there. Keeps those legs churning. And Ducker, the graduate transfer, played at Memphis in Northern Illinois, able to get another first down here for the Bearcats.
And good vision to bounce this to his right. It's not there in the interior. Blocked up well to the perimeter on the outside. And a nice job bouncing this. It's not where the run was designed. That was really more of a B-gap run scheme. Good vision from Jay Ducker.
Quavez Humphreys with a nice block there on that right side from the receiver spot. So another first down here, ball at the 23-yard line. Clock is churning, under 7:40 to go here, third quarter. Hand off to Ducker one more time as he gets into the red zone. Pushing forward there, a gain of 4.
And this was the spot on the field with Simeon Evans earlier in the game that they targeted, and he is back in, now moving to the field side. This spot on the field is where he was dangerous in that first half. He'll be all the way at the top. Looked like matched up against Charles Yates.
Watson, 3 receivers to his left. Ducker joining him in the backfield. Takes the handoff, pass left side, it's complete. Not a lot of room there for Noah Smith to deal with. The blue shirts collapsed on him quickly. Jerome Jolly there for the stop.
It's almost an extension of an RPO. Watch as Hunter Watson pulls this ball. He's got the opportunity to take off and run or flip this out, but it's well defended. You can see Jerome Jolly there in case he wants to tuck that ball. There's 2 for 1 on the outside. Really well defended from the Flames.
Brings up a 3rd down situation here. Sam Houston 2 of 3 in the red zone so far today, but on 3rd down they are 4 of 9 on the day. Watson looking to throw it. Changes direction, has some room, lets it fly. Last second able to get a pass in there. It's complete to Simeon Evans, but there is a penalty marker down on the far side of the field over near the 12 or 13-yard line.
Be a little man downfield.
Offense number 56. 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
And this is Hunter Watson. He's trying to make a play, but this is doing too much. It's a dead play. This starts as a sprint out to the right. It's all supposed to go to Noah Smith, but it's covered up. Okay, right now, take off and get what you can get. You're a mobile quarterback. Look at all this green grass, but these guys right here, they are not supposed to be downfield. They are well past the line of scrimmage. And that's where Casey Keeler, when Hunter Watson comes off the field, you tell him, don't do too much. Don't make a bad play worse.
Evans was open, but got to him too late before he could make the throw. It's under 6 minutes to go, so it'll be a 3rd down and 10 from the 23. Watson rolls. Trying to find some way to backpedal so he could potentially make a throw downfield. Just ran out of room. Does pick up positive yardage, maybe about 3 yards to the 21, but that's it.
Good coverage on the back end. Really nowhere to go with the football during the scramble drill. Looked like maybe an opportunity. Throw it at the pylon late. But how about TJ Bush out in space? That's a defensive end able to track down Hunter Watson.
Boy, they raved about TJ Bush and what he brings to the table defensively as they come on for a 38-yard field goal attempt. Pavon has struggled kicking the football this year. That one up in the air, but he's having a nice day today. Sam Houston gets another one through the uprights, extend the lead 20-9 over Liberty. Director Elena Campbell, Associate Director Adam Orfinger, Broadcast Associate Cheryl Beasley. Our spotter up in the booth is Chase Snyder. Of course, you, my friend, been with you all season. Taylor McCard. I won't say it this time. I know your dad wants me to say it. The winningest quarterback in Rice University history. It's been a pleasure to be with you all season, partner.
You as well. We got a good one here coming down to the wire.
Thank all of the rest of our CBS crew for joining us here on this Black Friday affair. A meaningful game in November. That's all anyone can ask for here in Conference USA as we look at the scenarios going into this game. Liberty in that Conference USA title game against Jacksonville State next week here on CBS Sports Network. Sam Houston needs the win here today and a loss from Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky, of course, needs to win their game, and Sam Houston needs to win today for them to get in. So 3 teams still with the ability to get in.
Yeah, tomorrow will be interesting to see how Jacksonville State plays it, right? Because they have not only are they in, but they have locked in home field advantage. So do they rest Tyler Huff? Do they do anything different with their starters? Is there any sort of advantage for Western Kentucky? That'll be something to track tomorrow.
And Western Kentucky's kind of been limping in here at the end of the season. They've been struggling after they got off to an undefeated start. They lost a shocker to Louisiana Tech, which we were there for. We got a pass firing right side and incomplete as Jalen Jimerson there in on the coverage. Billy Lucas, the intended target there. Things have kind of come unraveled a little bit for Western Kentucky, but here for Sam Houston.
This is a great job by Jalen Jimerson. He takes the flat route. You see, comes across, he's got his man, but watch out. He gets that hand up on the over route. That is a great job, really covering 2 guys by himself.
Berger so far since coming in to play quarterback 0 for 2 throwing the football, so they'll run it here on second down. And good yardage there from Billy Lucas.
And it's already so important for this offense to run the ball effectively, but especially with your backup quarterback in Ryan Berger. This is exactly what you're hoping for as a play caller if you're Liberty. You don't want to be backed up in 3rd and 7+ situations. You've got really everything at your disposal right now. You want to go play action off of this, run the football downhill. Don't be surprised if you see option as well as Ryan Berger runs the ball.
4:38 to play, third quarter. 3rd down and 2. Berger gets wrapped up. He was looking to pitch it to somebody, and there was nobody there to throw it to. And he gets wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Isaiah Cash there for the stop.
And it is option. It's a delayed option, and that's a great job by Isaiah Cash. If you're the pitch defender, which is what Isaiah Cash was there, you want to run right at the quarterback and make him make a decision. And that indecisiveness from Ryan Berger, that's what allows Sam Houston to get off the field. Really good defense on second down from Jalen Jimerson, and then right there from Isaiah Cash.
Max Morgan in to punt the football away, the junior from Greenville, South Carolina. Will let it fly here. Adai lets it land in front of him, and it's going to be stopped at about the 29-yard line. Punt returns have been an issue. Adai just let it land in front of him. 20-9, Sam Houston on top.
At Harbor Freight, we do business differently from the other guys. We design and test our own tools and sell them directly to you. No middleman. Hurry in for Black Friday deals up to 70% off.
Tomorrow, starting at noon Eastern, CBS Sports Network heads to the Gridiron for a full day of college football, starting with Army against UTSA. Then at 3:30, Central Michigan takes on Northern Illinois in a MAC matchup, and we kick off at 8 with 22nd ranked UNLV looking to make the Mountain West title game when they square off with Nevada. As we look at our group of 5 playoff candidates here, and Taylor, that's not what Telestrated is.
They did not show up on Turkey Day. I'm sorry to say, Tulane out of the running now. Army, I think they need some help. Really, it's all setting up, assuming UNLV doesn't get stunned tomorrow. UNLV, the winner of that matchup, rematch against Boise State. I think the winner of that game will end up being in the college football playoff.
Of course, Liberty was in that New Year's Six bowl game last year after being unbeaten and winning a Conference USA championship. As Watson here on first down looks to throw it away, and he does. I have to say, I've been pretty impressed with the Sam Houston offense, which has been really, for the lack of a better term, awful over the course of the last month. In fact, they were telling us today, it's been since you guys were covering our game at UTEP since our offense has actually looked good.
They have found all sorts of ways to win, but if you go back through the last month, it was not because of a ton of production on offense. And Hunter Watson had been banged up. I think this is the best he's looked in 6 weeks.
Suffered an injury in the game against Western Kentucky, as we get a run here from Ducker on second down. And gets to about the 35-yard line, so pick up about 5.
This will be a spot, 3rd and 5. Liberty, a heavy man-free defense. Do they back out and play zone here again? When they've been taken advantage of with that man defense, it's primarily been with Simeon Evans on the outside. He's matched up at the bottom. That's man coverage. Man-free look again. We'll see if that's the direction Hunter Watson goes to.
So 3rd down and 5 from the 35. Sam Houston 4 of 10 on 3rd down today. Watson over the middle. There he is. One more time to Simeon Evans. Lost the football there at the end, but I think he was already down, but gets close to midfield here. And another first down for the Bearcats, and that connection of Evans and Watson has been great.
Soft coverage in man. That is an easy pitch and catch. Slant into the boundary as a quarterback. About as easy a throw as you're going to get in another 3rd down conversion.
We get it to the 46-yard line. As we're under 2.5 to play, 3rd quarter. Watson keeps it across the 45, and good pursuit there to prevent extra yardage. Eldrick Griffin able to bring him down.
Eldrick Griffin all over this play. Watch number 2 flash all the way across the screen. That is a great job in pursuit from the junior from Pensacola, Florida.
Eldrick Griffin transfer from Tyler Junior College here in Texas. Elected to play for Liberty over FAU. And Sam Houston recruited him here. Watson throws it, complete to Smith. Cross midfield, got a little bit more, close to the marker. We'll see where the official spot is. Looks like they're gonna move the chains for another first down for the Bearcats to get to the 44.
Back to his captain, number 6, Noah Smith's been around here a long time. He's one of those 6 guys that was on that 2021 national championship team. Good job with that catch, getting vertical immediately and picking up the first down.
This is the type of drive we were used to seeing early in the season from Sam Houston. Churning a lot of clock, picking up those first downs, a lot of plays on the drive. Handoff goes to Smith. Gets a couple of yards there.
Noah Smith.
Bring up second down here. There's Noah Smith. Again, you talked about that 2021 FCS championship team. Again, played in the spring. It's really the 2020 roster playing in the 2021 spring, winning an FCS championship. Adayi Smith, Mascoro, Leon Hagler, Hayes. Just a great lineup here. And Coach was even kind of getting emotional talking about those players on the call with us this week. As Watson will pitch it over to Ducker. Getting outside the numbers, positive yardage, crossing the 40 to about the 39-yard line. As time ticking down here in the third quarter. Just a program that's used to winning, and as they make this ascent to FBS, last year was rough, but this has been kind of a great resurgence of this program.
Those 6 guys mean so much to this program and to Casey Keeler specifically, and they've been an instrumental part of this turnaround from last year to this year. Now on the doorstep, they can close out this fourth quarter. They've done what they needed to do to put themselves in an opportunity to compete for the Conference USA Championship. Fourth quarter when we come back.
20-9 our score. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network, built by the Home Depot.
$1,000 camera for only $41 on Deal Dash.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56. I got this barbecue smoker for 26 bucks.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
Back in Huntsville, the Bearcats of Sam Houston up 20-9 on Liberty. They try to put themselves in a position to potentially get to the Conference USA Championship game. Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you as we welcome you back into the broadcast booth. I'm Alex Sabario, next to the man who hates turkey on Thanksgiving, apparently, and Taylor McCarrigan. Taylor, you got a game that we expected, a physical game up front, and a game that was meaningful for both of these teams. Sam Houston right now winning right up front.
Both staffs said this was going to be a rock fight, and that's exactly what we've gotten. Sam Houston, opportunity to close this out. Liberty, they've got their backup quarterback in Ryan Berger. They need a stop.
Here's Watson. As we start the fourth quarter, fires left side. It's a high throw, and that pass is incomplete. He was trying to get it into the hands of Quaviz Humphreys there, but a good time play there from Eldrick Griffin. We've called his name quite a bit.
Now interesting on fourth down. Offense staying on the field. This is a team that will quick kick with Hunter Watson. If he starts to back up, he may punt this.
On fourth down and 5. Sam Houston State, this will be their 60th offensive play run today. Liberty has only run 45 today. And
there was definitely movement on the right side. Looked like TJ Bush and Jay Hardy both moving.
Hands on his helmet saying, I think he understands what just happened.
Defense number 3.
That is a killer. Top of the screen. It's not TJ Bush. It's actually Jay Hardy, number 4. Comes across Ryan Irving. That's exactly what you're taught on those hard count situations. As soon as they've crossed that line of scrimmage, step into it, make a movement. That is a killer for Liberty.
They needed 5. They got 5 with the penalty to make it a first down. There was no extra measurement needed. because of it being a long 5 or what have you. So fresh set of downs here for the Bearcats. There's a pitch on the reverse. They had it snipped out initially. Phoenix has got it. And a great tackle there from TJ Bush in pursuit. Bush was kind of the last line of defense there to try to get a stop, and he gets there just in the nick of time.
Well, and it's a great job initially from C.J. Buzzell, number 11. He doesn't make the play, but he sniffs this out. Buzzell right there, staying home. Again, it's a missed tackle, but a great job in pursuit from T.J. Bush to create a negative play.
His offensive coordinator, Brad Cornelson, the rest of the coaching staff for Sam Houston up in the booth. 2nd down and 15 after the loss of 5 on the play. Watson throws right side. Pass is complete. Getting it to Michael Phoenix. Pardon me, that's a Day on the reception. That's a big throw from Watson.
It was a switch route at the top, and it was a good, accurate throw from Hunter Watson. Look at defensive coordinator Kyle Krantz. Had a pretty good game plan for stopping Hunter Watson in the design quarterback run game. It's really been Watson's arm, best passing performance he's had in several weeks.
3rd down and 7 from the 31. Watson backpedaling, just going to throw it into the turf over near the feet of Jay Ducker.
And this is sniffed out the entire way for Liberty. Nowhere to go with the football. Good job from Hunter Watson.
Bryce
Plays dead.
Bryce Dixon in a pursuit there, partner. Go ahead. Big 4th down coming up here. Again, no one's better in Conference USA on 4th down than Sam Houston. 18th best in the country on 4th down. Watson steps up, runs into somebody, then breaks free, gets across the 25, gets another 1st down inside the 15-yard line, and the Bearcats keep it moving. And Watson banged up at the end of that play.
Holding his lower leg, get another look at it, wants to go to the top. Looked like to Simeon Evans, it's not there, takes off. And he immediately looks down at that right leg.
Was looking for when the wind started. And they're taking a look at him now. 13-17 to go here in regulation.
Be Jace Bauer in behind Hunter Watson if he's not able to go. Jace Bauer, athletic in his own right, also had several 10 games at Central Michigan, started those 10 games. He's also had some action this year, and the way they were working on Hunter Watson looked like probably just a cramp.
So he'll come out for a bit. Looks like we'll see Bauer come in, the 6'2 redshirt junior out of Ankeny, Iowa, and played at Central Michigan. Bauer started the game against FIU with Hunter Watson being out, was in for the 2nd half of the game against Western Kentucky. They've made it pretty clear that Bauer is the backup, but there's been times this year where they've used him at different stages of the game, whether it's Watson coming out for a breather or so. So he's used to coming in these situations cold off the bench. As the handoff goes to Ducker and gets to the 15.
We can see Hunter Watson right at the edge of the sideline. They're still working on that calf. So Bauer will stay in. Also at this spot on the field, well within range of Christian Pavon, who's 2 for 2 on the day. You're telling your quarterback, Jace Bauer, no negative plays here, nothing crazy, no turnovers. We want to make sure we come away with points on this drive.
Approaching 12.5 to play. Ducker, 19 carries today for 87 yards. Bauer fakes the handoff, rolls, looking to the end zone, and just throws it away in the back of the end zone, looking for Michael Phoenix, who was the closest receiver in the area, at least.
Both tight ends to that side, but well defended. I think the pass defense for Liberty in this 2nd half has stepped up. Those chunk plays that we saw in the 1st half, they've really eliminated. Now 3rd and long, obvious passing down. We do see Hunter Watson check back in the game. This is where Simeon Evans made his money in the 1st half. He'll be at the top of the screen. look like manned up against Charles Yates again, right up here at the top. Do they go back to the guy that already has 2 touchdowns today?
3rd down and 9. Sam Houston 5 of 13 on 3rd down today. Watson back in, firing left side, looking to the end zone, and it's a little overthrown, looking for Noah Smith. And that'll bring up 4th down, and Pavon will come on.
And good coverage from Eli August. Trying to throw a corner route. August is in a really good spot, really nowhere for Hunter Watson to throw that football.
And you're in this spot of the field. Pavon has been kicking well. You can make it a 14-point game here on this 32-yard attempt. Pavon on the year, entering the game, was just 11 of 20, as that one is up, and that one off the mark. So Pavon just gave him all the credit in the world for having a good day kicking the field goals. This one off the mark as it caroms off, 20-9, Liberty trailing.
Hello? Hi, I'm Gemini.
Hi.
How can I help you?
So I just talk?
Yes, but normal.
We can have a conversation about anything you like.
Anything?
Try looking for a small round bolt somewhere on the oil pan.
Got it.
Does the child seem ready for bedtime? No.
And then I looked down and I had spaghetti fingers.
Well, in dreams, noodles can sometimes represent creativity. Have you had
Shop
this dream?
Pixel's best holiday deals at googlestore.com.
Sup?
Who are you?
I'm your inner child. Get in. Listen, what you really need in life is some freaking torque. Power shot!
The Dodge Hornet RT, the totally torqued out crossover.
Right now, during the Dodge Black Friday sales event, well-qualified lessees can lease the 2024 Dodge Hornet RT for $278 a month. Hurry to your local Dodge dealer today.
What's your favorite part of
Revisit your keys to the game, Taylor.
The surprise is those 202 passing yards for Sam Houston. I think that's been the biggest thing that we weren't expecting. Sam Houston's also created some of those explosive plays. But to me, the other shock has been how good Sam Houston has been on both sides of the defense. Just allowed 127 yards to this point in the game. We thought Liberty would be able to run the football at least somewhat. I think Caden Salter not being able to run has impacted Liberty's ability to move the football, although now we see Caden Salter back in the game with Ryan Berger now back on the bench.
This is a big drive here. Salter lets it fly right side. It's incomplete, but a penalty flag comes out deep. Looking for Reese Smith on the play. Isaiah Cash among those in on the coverage. We'll see what the infraction is.
We're going to get pass interference potentially on the offense. The way that that route came open. Call here.
Pass interference. Offense number 9, blocking downfield. Pimpley's half the distance to the goal. First down.
Called that on Dante Lee on a pick play, and that's how Reese Smith came wide open. Look at the bottom. He runs right at the defender covering Reese Smith's man. That's exactly how Reese Smith came open. Incompletion anyway, but that pick play and man coverage thought to just try and glance that defender, not run right into him.
So it becomes a first down and 20. Ball now back at the 10 as Salter looking to throw it. Throwing it downfield, right side. He's got a man. Diving forward was Dante Lee, but it's incomplete. He was given a lot of room there to make a play. Just could not come up with it.
Pretty good coverage. Like an opportunity maybe for Dante Lee to extend and come down with that. That's been the area that Liberty has missed all game. Really no explosive plays in the passing game and good coverage from David Fisher.
David Fisher looking good right down the way. The redshirt junior from right down the road in Houston actually played his high school Pearland Dawson. Called a lot of Pearland Dawson games back in my day. Salter fires left sides complete to Reese Smith. That connection's been busy. It's really the only one that's been successful there for Salter.
It has been, but still off the mark just a little bit. That is out away from Reese Smith, who has to dive to make the play. I think that's been, you could describe most of Kaidon Salter's passes today, just slightly off the mark, and now 3rd and long.
3rd reception to Smith. Salter back to throw it again. This time goes over the middle, and that pass is intercepted. Isaiah Cash comes up with a huge takeaway for Sam Houston. A big moment here in the 4th quarter. Liberty needing some solid offense, going back to Salter, and he throws it away to the hands of Isaiah Cash.
And Isaiah Cash working back across. He's got his eyes on the 3rd receiver, which is really the tight end, Jacob Jenkins, and it fools quarterback Kaidon Salter. Salter's not thinking about that boundary safety, which is Isaiah Cash. Steps right in front of the ball. Another interception for this defense.
Salter with 2 interceptions on the day. He entered this game with only 4 picks on the season. So half of his season total that he had coming in have come in this game against this very tough Sam Houston defense. And they're going to take another look at this one, just to be sure. We had one earlier that was oh so close.
Jalen Jimerson's, that'll be a top 10, no doubt. Jalen Jimerson earlier, but this one, take a look to tell from that angle if that ball moves at all. This should be a great look at it. Got it trapped. I don't know. I think that actually is going to be overturned as incomplete. That ball rolls forward onto the ground.
Now the important thing is it was called an interception on the field.
This look is the best one. Watch after he hits the ground. That ball rolls forward and moves right here. That's a great shot from our crew.
That's down
and
right
as
there.
you see that ball move on the ground, I think that's a lack of possession. This will end up being an incomplete pass.
Review, the ruling on the field stands.
Whoa.
1st down, Sam,
Wow.
Houston State.
Call stands. That is very different than what we saw up here. Fortunate for Sam Houston that retained possession.
Now something to keep in mind, they're not always looking at the replays that we are looking at. They have access to the same replays we do, but they're not necessarily looking at all of them. Something else they could have seen, but nevertheless, not irrefutable evidence there to overturn that and give the ball back to Liberty. So it goes back to Sam Houston here. Ball on the 30-yard line of Liberty. An opportunity to perhaps put this one on ice as Watson decides to take it himself, finds a seam, and able to get it to the 25-yard line. So we're ticking down, about 11 minutes to go. Casey Keeler trying to get his team into the Conference USA Championship game. They need to win here and hope for a Western Kentucky loss tomorrow to Jacksonville State. Watson on 2nd down, gets it to Ducker. Jolly among those in on the tackle.
Interesting spot. They move Hunter Watson. We've seen how well he's thrown to that right side. Dial up anything here, whether it's play action that gets him to the outside or just pure sprint out. I would imagine here on 3rd and short to keep the ball in Hunter Watson's hands.
3-yard pickup there on 2nd down, so we have a 3rd and 3. And Watson a chance to do over on this area of the field after being unable to convert.
So got another favorable matchup at the bottom.
Sam Houston 5 of 14 on 3rd down today. Watson fires, last second, throws it into the turf, and it's incomplete. He was looking for a Dady there, and they'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, they do go sprint out. Thought they might, and this is the first inaccurate throw we've seen from Watson all day. Doesn't have to spike that in the turf. He's got Ife Adey, who had set it down in zone coverage. Now it looks like after Pavon missed that last kick that Sam Houston will go for it here on 4th and short.
Fourth down and 3. Sam Houston's converted twice on 4th down today. They're 2 for 2. Watson looking towards the end zone. Oh, what a catch that would have been. Simeon Evans tangled up there, wanted a flag, and just great coverage all the way down the field. Might have been some contact along the way, but it's a turnover on downs. It's going back to Liberty. Sam Houston unable to convert there at the end. Back to the Flames.
Camera for only $41 on Deal Dash.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. And this Nintendo Switch sold for less than $20.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56. I got this barbecue smoker for $26.
And shipping is always free.
Go to DealDash.com right now and see how much you can save.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Kubota. Together we do more. And by Sky Rizzy.
We return here to Huntsville. Sam Houston on top 20-9. They were looking for the end zone on 4th down. And Taylor, you thought this was potentially penalty territory.
Already there was a hold at the beginning of this and then a grab at the end. I thought there were 2 different opportunities where this could have been called. And if you're a Liberty fan and thought that should have been an overturned interception, maybe that was your get-right call.
Again, Caden Salter has kind of been in and out of the game. And a run here from Billy Lucas on 1st down. They start the drive from the 23. Good piece of running here as he gets across the 36-yard line for a 1st down here for Liberty and going with some tempo here. Handoff again, Lucas. Gets to the 40 and a bit more. He's pushed back here. Once again, let's take a look at the scenarios for this matchup. Liberty is in the Conference USA Championship game. If they pick up a win here today, they've got to rally back down 20-9. Sam Houston needs this win here at home and hope Western Kentucky loses to Jacksonville State tomorrow. Western Kentucky hoping for a Sam Houston win and that they get a win against Jacksonville State so they can get to this USA title game. That pass incomplete, open enough certainly for Elijah Cannon. I don't know if he took his eyes off of it or what.
This is right on the money. Got 2 hands on it. Elijah Cannon will be the first one to tell you he's got to make that play. It's been that kind of day for Liberty. He's kind of taken their turn on the offensive side with their mistakes. What should have been an easy 1st down, now a 3rd and medium.
Cannon has the touchdown today for Liberty, their only one of the day. Salter fires, pass is complete, and that's good for a 1st down here. An important one for Liberty as they need a couple of scores here. We're now under 9 minutes to go.
And Jacob Jenkins with the catch has been a guy that's had to step up. Bentley Hanshaw and Austin Henderson, the 1st and 2nd team tight ends, have gone down. Jenkins, transfer from Jacksonville State and Coastal Carolina, has stepped up in their place.
Salter fires, long throw, and that pass in dangerous territory. It bounces off of the chest of Caleb Weaver, the redshirt junior from Houston, played over at Jersey Village High School down the road.
And a good layered throw from Caden Salter, has to work it over that defender. And that should be, it's an acrobatic catch, but should have been a catch for Jacob Jenkins.
Jenkins, 6'3", 235 out of Hoover, Alabama. He's played at Jacksonville State and at Coastal Carolina. And handoff here to Billy Lucas. Good piece of running from him as he crosses the 40 and goes out of bounds over near the 35-yard line. Had a bunch of real estate in front of him after he got the handoff and just kept it going.
And this is a guy that's now moved over 3,000 rush yards in his career, going back to his time at Duquesne also. So a ton of production in that running back room.
Both running backs went over 100 yards last time out. Once again, it's Lucas. Bounces outside the numbers. He gets wrapped up. There is a penalty marker that comes out from all the way back towards the end zone. Back judge there really hurled that one. That was a Taylor McCard throw all the way to the 25-yard line.
You know, Liberty player has their helmet on the ground, so imagine this is either a face mask or legal hands to the face. the way that play ended, I would imagine this goes against Sam Houston.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense number 2. The penalty's half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
That's a huge penalty on this Sam Houston defense.
It is, and Liberty's made quick work of this drive now deep into the red zone. This will be on the right side.
Nope.
That's exactly, get that helmet coming off. That's about as, it looked like it got called from 3 different officials, so hard to hide that one.
Ryan Berger back in at quarterback here for Liberty. Berger. The pursuit, here it comes. Orange shirts aplenty to bring him down. Jalen Jimerson coming out of nowhere to make the hit on Berger.
And Isaiah Nixon blows this play up as well. Look at number 18 get upfield immediately. He doesn't make the tackle, but that's who blows this play up, and that's a good example of team defense. 18 can't make the play himself, but Jalen Jimerson flying downhill for the negative play.
Under 8 minutes to go, a loss of 6 on the play. Salter back in, back to throw it. Looking, running out of time, just throws it away into the end zone.
This may be grounding. There's not a receiver in that area. There's a miscommunication between these receivers. One went to the ground. I think this may end up being grounding as there's a conversation now between the officials.
We had the grounding against Watson in the end zone for the safety earlier in the game, and there comes the flag for intentional grounding. We'll hear from Rodney Burnett in just a moment.
Conversation here.
Intentional grounding, offense number 7. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul. Loss of down, 3rd down.
Back-to-back negative plays with the sack on Ryan Berger. Look at the top of the screen. Receivers run into one another. Caden Salter, there should be a receiver back here in the concept, but because his inside receiver fell down, there's no one deep. Caden Salter throws it to that spot. Because his receiver had fallen down, nobody in the area, that's an easy grounding call.
So it's a spot foul, so it comes to the 25-yard line. So this will be a 3rd down and 23. Salter steps up to the end zone, and it is incomplete. He was looking for Mobley, and Davion Armstead in on the coverage step for step along the way.
Armstead is in a great spot. Running stride for stride, a little bit physical, but that ball is underthrown. It hits Davion Armstead in the back.
And well, Mobley, you could tell, was kind of holding on to him, the offensive player Mobley. So that'll bring up Carhue in for a field goal attempt.
And obviously, this is massive. A make here gets this back to an 8-point game and 1 score. Odds go extremely in the favor of Sam Houston if this is a miss.
Carhue is just 1 of 3 from 40 or more entering this game. That one is up, and that one is good. A massive field goal for Liberty goes through off the leg of Carlin Carhue. Cuts the deficit down to 8. Liberty back into this one. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network, built by the Home Depot.
Walmart's massive Black Friday.
LV and Northwestern go head-to-head for 3rd place in the Arizona tip-off. And at 9:30 Eastern, Butler and Mississippi State battle it out for the title right here on CBS Sports Network. Right now, I know we're wrapping up the college football season, but I switch over to the college hoop scene, and it's really starting to take hold how dynamite of a season we're going to have on the college hoops landscape here on CBS. $7:20 to go in this one. A spot in the CUSA title game on the line for Liberty. A win, and they are in. Sam Houston needs a win, and a Western Kentucky loss tomorrow against Jacksonville State. As Herbacek back, steps 1 yard back in the end zone. Now will return it gets free across the 20 and finally wrapped up at the 25-yard line. Gets to about the 26. And a big day from Hunter Watson.
And it's been throwing the football. This is a guy that came into this game and really struggled due to injury throwing the football, but this connection on the outside to Simeon Evans, 2 different touchdowns to his big wideout on the outside, this being the second one on that back shoulder fade, has moved around well. This was really the only explosive run we've seen from him. That was the element to his game that we've seen more of. He's been banged up for half of this season, but to me, I think this is the most impressive passing performance that we've seen out of Hunter Watson since back at that Texas State game.
He was banged up in that Western Kentucky game, had to sit out the FIU game and return, and has been bruised and banged ever since. Spends a lot of time in the trainer's room as Jake Ducker gets the toss, and Dixon coming in to make the stop.
Good job by Jaden Sweeney as well. If you're Sam Houston, you want to try and bleed off as much clock as possible. Look at 22 flash right there. It's a great job from the corner spot. Sam Houston, if you're a Bearcats fan, you want to try and take off as much clock as possible and end in points, even if it's just a field goal.
The loss of 2. So 2nd and 12, ball to the 24. Sam Houston needing one of their patented long methodical drives. Ducker on the carry, runs out of room, trying to bounce outside as far as he can. A nice job of setting the edge there by Liberty. Jerome Jolly among those in on the stop.
So it looked like on the edge spot, it's a good job. TJ Bush in the mix.
Yep.
So these first 2 plays, be playing with a sense of urgency. Opportunity now, get a 3 and out. Plenty of time, down just 8. This would be a huge stop for the Flames defense. Do they bring pressure on Hunter Watson?
Defense has certainly stepped up. Sam Houston was up 17-9 at the half. They've only scored 3 points here in the second half. Such is the case as well for Liberty. Just 3 points that came on that last drive as Watson on 3rd down, running out of room, rolls to his right, just trying to find somebody open, lets it fly, and throws it out of bounds and incomplete. Chris Bodie in the pursuit.
And sticky coverage on the back end. Nowhere to go with the football. Thought maybe an opportunity. He was working to the boundary side. Maybe an opportunity to Simeon Evans early, but right here, look at that picture. There's nowhere to go with the football. Really nice job by Liberty in the scramble drill. That's the most dangerous part for both of these quarterbacks, but for Hunter Watson, when he breaks contain as a defender, not losing your man. Good job by the Flames.
Jaden Cardell will punt the football away. Not a very high punt. It's going to take a bounce. That's what they were hoping for. It takes a Sam Houston bounce initially, then starts rolling back towards the 40-yard line. They'll down it at the 39. And the offense of Liberty coming back on the field. And man, after struggling this entire game offensively, here they have an opportunity on this drive, Taylor.
They have stayed in the fight. They just have 171 yards of total offense. So this has been one of the worst games of the season from an offensive standpoint for Liberty, but they're facing the best defense in Conference USA on the other side. And for all of that, they've got an opportunity now with Caden Salter back in the game to drive down, need the 2-point conversion, but a chance here to tie it.
You go back to that massive interception near the end of that first half that put them in position to get that only touchdown of the game. And the handoff here on 1st down, and did not go down. He took a hit and just kept on churning. That was Quentin Cooley one more time, the senior. Something's got to give here. Best rushing team in Conference USA, 2nd best rushing team in the country are the Liberty Flames. Cooley one more time, this time on 2nd down. Caleb Weaver there for the stop.
And back-to-back runs right between the tackles, downhill, which is how Quentin Cooley wants to run. 5'7", 220 pounds. He does his best work between the tackles.
Cooley 15 carries for 73 yards. They'll take it again. Oh, big hit delivered to him after he crossed the 39-yard line. Caleb Weaver there.
Caleb Weaver delivered a shot from the free safety spot. Both having to adjust their chin straps after that one.
So a 5-yard pickup there.
Empty for Liberty a lot of times either means quarterback draw or screen. The way Caden Salter has been limited, I don't think as Cooley checks back
This is a page out of Sam Houston's playbook, letting them time tick down. Handoff again, Cooley gets what he needs. It's going to be very close to another first down. He might be just short of it. We'll see where they mark it. Nope, they'll move him. First down. Handoff again. Salter forced backwards. Oh, and the aggressiveness, and that's going to cost him. Whew.
And the Sam Houston bench is beside themselves.
So foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 6. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Let's take a listen. Where do we hear the whistle? Alex, I think this is a great acting job from Quentin Cooley. I don't think he's thrown to the ground. In fact, I think he pulls Trey Fields with him.
Yeah, it looked to me like he was the one that did the pulling. So massive play goes in favor of the Liberty Flames. Ball now at the 17-yard line. First down here for the Flames to work with inside the Sam Houston red zone. Salter looking, gets hit as he throws, fires, and that pass nearly intercepted. In on the coverage was Isaiah Cash. He has been busy. The grad transfer out of Houston Christian there for the stop defensively.
And he is all over. Good job in pursuit as well from Isaiah Nixon. But Isaiah Cash all over. Reese Smith was in a great spot and had his head around. That's how it's that head back around, recognizes ball coming his way, not able to come down with it, but good coverage from Isaiah Cash.
Salter just 9 of 29 throwing the football today. And timeout going to be taken here by the Sam Houston defense. We'll step aside for 30. It's a tight one coming down the stretch here in Huntsville. Stick around.
When I was younger, my calling was to play football. But as I grew older, I realized life isn't about how many people you can knock down. It's about how many people you can lift up. At Ram, our calling is to build game-changing trucks. So when you find your calling, nothing can stop you from answering it.
Right now during the Ram Black Friday sales event, get $5,000 total cash allowance on the purchase of most 2025 Ram 1500 trucks. Hurry to your local Ram dealer today.
Under 3.5 to go here in Huntsville. Sam Houston hanging on to an 8-point lead on Liberty. Again, the scenarios to get to the CUSA title game. Liberty needs a win to get there. Sam Houston needs a win and a Western Kentucky loss to Jacksonville State. Western Kentucky still with a shot. They need Sam Houston to finish this thing off and get a victory themselves against Jacksonville State. Of course, the championship game coming up next Friday, 7 Eastern here on CBS Sports Network. Casey Keeler, former national championship winning coach at both Delaware and here at Sam Houston at the FCS level. Second down coming up here. Salter nearly threw an interception on that last play. Again, just 9 of 29 on the day. 2 interceptions thrown. Salter does not look right with that injured ankle. Salter looking, stepping up. He's wrapped up and brought down. Wrapping him up, Bryson Hayes, the redshirt junior from right here in Huntsville, coming up with the sack.
And it starts with good coverage on the back end. Nowhere to go with the football. It's man defense on both sides. Ask yourself, where as a quarterback are you going to go here? And for Caden Salter, your hobble tries to take off. That pocket collapses around him. Bryson Hayes comes up the sack.
A loss of 3. It's 3rd and 13 here for Liberty. They need a touchdown with time winding down in this one. Salter to the end zone. It's up in the air and it's incomplete. Elijah Cannon. I beg your pardon, Canyon could not come up with it. Great coverage there from Davion Armstead and a lot of contact down the sideline.
We'll take another look. Watch the shoulder pad of Elijah Canyon. Does he get turned back around? And a lot of hand fighting there. I think, Alex, we've certainly seen that be called in the past. That right side of his shoulder pad getting turned back around. But in fairness, it's gone both ways. There's been some questionable no calls against Liberty and Sam Houston.
I was just going to say, it's been pretty conservative with the downfield pass interference calls today. Caden Salter on 4th down here. Liberty 1 of 3 on 4th down today. Salter, they need a touchdown. Salter lets it fly down the sidelines, and it's incomplete. Caleb Weaver with the pursuit. And the incompletion turns it over on downs. It's going back to the Bearcats with 2:38 to go.
This is the same issue Liberty had earlier in the game. They've got 6 defenders walked up. There's 5 offensive linemen, and there's no plan for that 6th defender. They busted Liberty on it earlier. It's the same thing that happened here. You've got A-gap pressure. You don't have enough to block the 6 guys that have walked up, and Liberty has not had a plan for that tonight. Sam Houston with a huge answer getting off the field.
Jacob Jenkins, the intended target there for the Flames. Now, Liberty still has 3 timeouts remaining and the 2-minute timeout still as the Sam Houston offense takes back over, but they have been struggling themselves here in the second half. Only 3 points since the intermission as we get a run here on 1st down before Bodie comes up with a stop. That's Ducker on the carry. Timeout taken with 2:31 to play. Let's switch to easy mode for the Geico play of the game.
Well, this is 6 guys walked up to the line of scrimmage for Sam Houston, and there are only 5 offensive linemen. You see both linebackers walked up. If they blitz, you are outnumbered. And that's the 2nd time today that Liberty did not have a plan for that look when they went to an empty formation. And Sam Houston able to get off the field. Good coverage again on the back end from Caleb Weaver, who's had a huge night for the Bearcats.
Ducker, 23 carries for 95 yards for the Sam Houston Bearcats. He's had himself a nice day on a day where the quarterback run game has been pretty non-existent for the Sam Houston Bearcats. Liberty's actually done a nice job with that. But give credit to Hunter Watson for stepping up, throwing the football on a team that's really struggled on really every facet of offense, really since the middle part of the season, really since that UTEP game.
And Simeon Evans came into this game with 3 touchdown receptions, had 2 today. And we touched on been in a bit of a desert in terms of offensive passing production. Hadn't had a touchdown pass in 4 games. That all changed in large part because of that connection between Hunter Watson and Simeon Evans.
Liberty takes the timeout. It's the first use, so there's 2:34 left with the clock stopped. But a 2nd and 6 here for Sam Houston. Watson, handoff here. And it's Ducker again, gets to the 25-yard line. So really only 1 yard. And the clock stops with 2.5 to go as Liberty takes another timeout. Again, this all comes down to who's headed to the Conference USA Championship game coming up next week as the end of the regular season is here. Which squad will face Jacksonville State? Don't miss the Conference USA title game. That's next Friday, 7 Eastern, right here on CBS Sports Network. Let's take a look at the last 5 Conference USA Championship games. A lot of the teams are different. Of course, Liberty completing the undefeated regular season with a win over New Mexico State in the CUSA title game last year. A couple of back-to-back wins by UTSA before they moved on. UAB before that, and then Florida Atlantic back in 2019. Notice we didn't go far enough to put Taylor McCart's Conference USA Championship in there.
I'm getting old. It used to be that graphic would have included that, but it's a long time ago now.
2:31 to play here. And can you describe what these games are like when you need a win to get to a championship like that?
We keep stealing what both defensive staffs refer to this game as being a rock fight, and I think that's exactly right. You've seen a ton of physicality, really good defensive football, and now really the play of the game here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 5. Be a big first down if they can get it. Watson decides to keep it himself, and he's going to get wrapped up. They need to get a lot more than that. Maybe only gain 1 yard to the 26-yard line. They need to get to the 30. Jerome Jolly there for the stop. And they will stop the clock with 2:26 to play. As Liberty takes the timeout here. Let's take one more look at the Conference USA standings. We have a 4th and 4 coming up here for Sam Houston. So plenty of time left for Liberty. And Liberty at 5-2 had that rough spot in the middle of the season when they lost to previously winless Kennesaw State and then lost to Jacksonville State the next week. But in the driver's seat here, if they can get past Sam Houston, they need to score a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion, and try to win in overtime. But Sam Houston, they had a bit of a dry spell as well against Western Kentucky, lost last week to Jacksonville State. They need a win and some help.
And something else on this fourth down coming up to pay attention to. Sam Houston punting today has not been real strong for Jaden Cardell, especially going in this direction. There's not a ton of wind, but this is punting back into the wind. There's an opportunity here for Liberty to get pretty sound field position, especially if there's any sort of return.
Jaden Cardell here on a 4th and 4 to punt the football away to Juju Gray. He's back deep to return this one. Backpedals, is going to catch it about the 30-yard line. He's dynamic, gets outside the numbers, tries to find some room, and he's going to get wrapped up and out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And now the Liberty offense comes back onto the field. But Houston's defense has been great.
And they have been all over both of these quarterbacks, Kaidon Salter and Ryan Berger. Pass defense coming down the stretch. Jalen Jimerson, Caleb Weaver. Saw Isaiah Cash a minute ago. This one, maybe on Armstead, pretty aggressive. And there's that man again, Caleb Weaver. One of the guys that we expected to step up in a big way have been there the entire game, along with that linebacker spot. Trey Fields has had a nice game. Kadeon Gaither, now more than ever, need that unit to step up.
Kaidon Salter just 9 of 31 for 58 yards passing. Salter to throw it, fires left side, and that's a completion at the 40, getting it to Tyson Mobley, the Coastal Carolina transfer.
Try and get one more snap before the 2-minute timeout, but I don't think they're going to get this off.
An 8-point lead for Sam Houston with 2 minutes to go as the clock stops. Liberty trying to fight and claw their way back to equalize. Final 2 minutes coming up.
2 truths and a lie.
Oh, an 8-point lead for Sam Houston. Alex Obario, Taylor McCarg, our entire CBS crew. And Taylor, it's all come down to this. Last game of the year, can't hold it back.
These are two teams that winning traditions. Kaidon Salter, opportunity now. He's 23-5 as a starter. He's been in these big moments before. Down 8, 2 minutes, no timeouts. This is the stuff you dream of in your backyard as a kid. This is an opportunity for Kaidon Salter to play hero one more time.
Salter has not been good today. We've talked about that. Just very inaccurate. You can tell that base that he needs just for that little bit of extra time has not been there for him, but a chance to still come away and equalize here at the end. Salter to throw it. Left side, way overthrows him that time. What are you noticing about his throws here today?
I don't think he's been great at stepping into and being able to drive the football. And I think some of the inaccuracies, especially in the flat, anytime he's had to really step into a throw, that time really not great opening there. Good coverage on the back end, but I'm not sure, even if that's out on time, maybe an opportunity to Reese Smith. You obviously want to pick up something here. A guy that we haven't called very much of, Trayon Sibley, number 21. Keep an eye on him.
So 3rd down and 5 from the 41. Under 2 minutes to go. Here comes the pressure, right side. That pass is complete. It's going to be short of the sticks, though. That was Tyson Mobley. And it was Jimerson.
And a switch concept again, and Jalen Jimerson all over it. Now it all comes down to this, 4th and short.
4th down and 1. We'll see if they run it. They'll hand it off to Cooley. He gets the 1st down. And keeps him churning. Those whistles have been coming late. As they get it to midfield. And time still ticking down. Remember, Liberty used all their timeouts prior to the 2-minute timeout. So the clock will continue to run here. Salter looks, throws it. Right side, it is complete and out of bounds. Trayon Sibley hauls it in, the senior from Akron, Ohio.
And splits the coverage between the corner, Eamon Allen, and Isaiah Cash. Right between number 7 and number 19. That is the best throw of the day from Kaidon Salter. Any farther inside, that's an interception to Isaiah Cash. If it's underthrown, it's an interception to Eamon Allen. Really accurate pass from Kaidon Salter.
See what Skylar Cassidy draws up here. It's Kaidon Salter. with a first down from the 33. A minute 18 to go, but the clock is stopped. Salter looks, steps up, decides to run it. Across the 25, across the 20, down the sideline to the end zone. Touchdown! Just his third rush of the day. Salter with an injured boot finds some room, finds the energy, finds the grit, gets to the end zone for the touchdown. They are 2-point conversion away from equalizing.
When you need it most from your leader, who's banged up, he hasn't been able to run all game. Breaks one loose. Huge touchdown, a 2-point conversion away from tying this ball game up.
33 yards on the touchdown run. He had 0 carries the entire first half for a guy who has a ton of rushes on the season. They need the 2-point conversion to equalize. Salter back, fires into coverage, and that is intercepted. And sliding down, Bryson Hayes comes up with it. And Salter was not prepared for the look he got from that Sam Houston defense on the 2-point try.
And Liberty's asking for a call on Jacob Jenkins. Number 84 comes all the way across, and they felt like he got held. Like maybe really more of a stumble. I'm not sure that I saw anything there that would warrant a penalty. Number 84 coming across right there. That was who this was designed to get to. It's good coverage. Thought there was an opportunity maybe to get it to Reese Smith in the flat, but this was all designed to be a throwback to Jacob Jenkins. And now Liberty has to get this onside kick to have any prayer.
Salter, by the way, the rushing touchdown was his 7th of the season. And Salter certainly banged up, but what a gutsy performance here in this 4th quarter from Salter. You can tell he is not right.
He's banged up. That was an unbelievable play. Really gutty, putting the team on his back in that spot, coming up with a touchdown. But credit also to Sam Houston. Liberty clawing back, getting back in this game. And they had to have that stop. Really nice job by Sam Houston. And now opportunity to end it if they can recover this onside kick.
Come in, Max Morgan will do the honors on the onside kick. Herbacek is back, but they will onside it. Goes to the left side, he's going to take a bounce, and it's going to be recovered by Sam Houston. Ron Gentry gets his hands on it and covers up and just about seals it here for the Bearcats.
Great job. That was really a pretty good kick. Good job by John Gentry, focusing on the ball. A little bit of a bobble there right at the beginning. But now, just a couple kneel downs away from Sam Houston, capping off what's been a really special season for what they went through last year, the transition to FBS, put themselves in a position with the Jacksonville State win tomorrow. They will be playing for the Conference USA Championship.
Kneel down from Watson. And again, the final game for all of these seniors here at Bowers. And it's very likely that Sam Houston won't play any home games here next year. There's massive renovations going to be taking place in the off-season that will begin. They already started that initially last year, taking the track out. They're going to have a brand new press box and club seating area here at Bowers. Still don't know yet where they're going to be playing. And it goes back to the whole blue-collar, money ball style of play here for Sam Houston. And you look at the dichotomy here, you really have of Conference USA, the Yankees versus the Rays here. And just figure out ways to win. And we get a somersault in the middle of the field, backflip I should say, as Sam Houston's going to close this thing out by the skin of their teeth. Liberty with a late comeback, could not get the 2-point try, and Sam Houston takes care of the home field at Bowers and win it 20-18 over the Liberty Flames.
Gutty performance. Rock fight. How many times have we said that? And I think that's exactly what we got. Two defenses playing their tails off, a lot of physicality, and two quarterbacks known for their run game. Caden Salter had been banged up all game. Last-ditch effort with that run, huge from Hunter Watson for Sam Houston, and now Sam Houston 9-3 in the regular season. Again, with a win, if Jacksonville State were to win tomorrow over Western Kentucky, then Sam Houston would take a trip to Jacksonville State to compete for the Conference USA Championship.
Let's take one more look at that two-point try that could have tied the game had Liberty been able to convert.
This was all designed to be a throwback to Jacob Jenkins, and it was sniffed out the entire way. You see Bryson Hayes there. Two defenders for Sam Houston really dissected this play. They were all over it. I know Jacob Jenkins asking for the call initially, and I didn't see nearly enough there to warrant a call. Kavion Gaither along with Bryson Hayes, they were all over it, and that saved the game for Sam Houston.
And a massive step-up game by this Sam Houston offense has been struggling mightily over the last month and a half, really, all the way back to that UTEP game. Finally able to muster some offense here, especially throwing the football. So give credit for Hunter Watson, who's banged up in his own right. 20-18, the final score here at Bauer Stadium in Huntsville. As we go down to the field, to head coach Casey Keeler of the Sam Houston Bearcats team. And coach, we talked about it earlier in the week that this was going to be a dogfight, a physical game. How do you feel about the way your team played today in an absolute physical matchup?
Yeah, you know, the offense, I say, play with some confidence. You know, we talked about it. Last year we were 0-8 at one point. And we just kept on playing and playing and playing, and we finally got ourselves some wins. The same thing offensively. We played so well early in the season, and then we struggled a little bit, especially because the quarterback had been, injured. And just play with some confidence. I thought we did some good things out there. And obviously, defensively, we're a pretty good football team. So, great win. Now we get a chance to sit around on Saturday, figure out if we're going to be going back to Jacksonville State or not. But we'll enjoy this one tonight, that's for sure.
Coach, I know this was an emotional day for you, especially for the guys that were on this team that won a national championship in 21. Can you describe what it means for them and what it means for you today?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, they're our kids. That's how we run this program. It's our family. And I knew it was going to be a really tough day today, and it was. I mean, you have guys who won national championships. You got guys who are involved in 21 straight wins. You got guys who are taking this program to a bowl for the first time. It's emotional. And this is such a close team, too. It's such a brotherhood that it means so much to send these seniors out the right way.
Coach, congratulations. Thanks for the time. We appreciate it. Go enjoy it.
Thanks, guys.
Big win for Sam Houston. They got to sit and wait to see if they're headed to Jacksonville State. For Taylor McCarg and our entire CBS crew, I'm Alex Zobario. Coming up, it's the third place game of the Arizona tip-off. This has been a presentation of CBS